Well, hello again, everyone. I'm hoping that you all can hear me now. Please tell me that you can hear my voice. I'm not going to say another word until I know that you guys can hear me. Oh my gosh, this is looking like I'm getting a response. I'm getting some feedback. I'm getting some information in the chat. I'm seeing a hey from Shrub. Hi, Shrub. My dear fellow Canadian friend. And, of course, Sandra checking in over there. Hi, Sandra. Thank you, guys. Oh, my gosh. Well, guess what? Here we are. Another episode of Bands Across the Water. Almost sunk today. But, man, I'm not going to let this stupid technology get me down anymore. I've had enough of it. I'm tired of it. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to beat it every time. I'm going to somehow... With Phil, I'm going to beat it every time. All right. How are you guys doing? Is everybody all right? Happy Sunday. Sorry for the delay. It's been a heck of a start to the show, but I like to think that it is well worth your wait. All right. I have a great one in store. So, yay. Yes, Phil helped me out. I can't even explain. There's just so many stupid things that can it's literally just so fussy that, you just never know what's going to happen. So, if I'm out in the middle of the ocean and I'm floating around in a boat, I have to figure out how to get the boat to run. So I can't not do that, right? So here we are, another episode, Sunday night. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you guys have had a great week and you have enjoyed your weekend and everyone is staying safe. And I look forward to another fun evening with you all. There's a couple of quick things I wanted to mention. I had a dear friend of mine. I don't know if he's paying attention to the show just as of yet tonight, but I'm sure he will be around. A very dear friend of mine mentioned something to me that I didn't really think about until he said something. And what it was he mentioned that I sort of don't say enough about about supporting the show and sort of helping me out and becoming more involved and what you guys can do to help. And so I just kind of wanted to take a couple of seconds here to sort of let you all know what you can do to sort of help me out with the show. Okay. In case you don't know, it's important to me, this show. I take pride in highlighting hardworking musicians and artists that are working on their own original stuff, creating their own music. I think it's really awesome, and I'm proud to bring these artists to everybody on my little show that I have here. So the ways that you can help, of course, is be here live Sundays at 7 for one, because your participation in the chat, you guys being here, hosting the show, sharing the show when it's live, all that kind of stuff really helps me, spread the word, and it helps to bring attention to these bands. And it also, what I think is kind of the big appeal to this show, and what I like to think sort of separates it from a lot of other stuff that's been happening now through this pandemic, is this show is an interactive video show. So what makes it interactive is you guys being here and being part of the show, interacting in the chat, asking questions, commenting. That really is what it's all about for me. I could talk to any one of these people at any time on a video call and pick their brain all about their band if I wanted to. But what it's all about is bringing this stuff to you guys, and in the process, you guys participating in it and helping me spread the word of these artists and my show. Okay, so enough about that. That's something you can do. Participate in the chat. Be here live as the show is happening. Another thing is follow my page. Follow all my socials. Find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Darren Curtis Drums. Find me on YouTube. I don't know what the heck the link is. Some big, long YouTube link. All right. Find me on YouTube, Darren Curtis Drums. And find me on Twitch. Hello over there on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Darren Curtis Drums. All right. You can find all three of those platforms. Follow, like, subscribe, all of the above to each one of them. And help me to spread the word even further on different platforms and connect with different people. That's important to me, and I appreciate all that you guys can do to help me. And another thing that the person mentioned to me was about donations. And I kind of never really say anything about donating. I kind of just have these little things, as you can see, wherever it is, down there on the bottom that, tells you how to donate to my PayPal and tells you how to donate to my Interac if you're through e-transfer, if you're over in Canada. I don't usually ask for donations. I kind of just subtly leave it up there. And if you guys are up for it, then by all means, I would certainly appreciate anything that you can do to support me. But that's not why I do this. It's not what this is about. So that's why I never really say much about it. But he did bring it to my attention that maybe I should, for the hard work and the time and the effort that I put into doing this every week. And trust me, I have worked very hard to get to this point, episode 26. Wow. All the way back to November 1st with my buddy James Todd from Abandoned Souls. He walked the plank on the first episode. So, this, it's just not something that I just never really wanted to talk about or ask for. But yeah, if you guys want to donate to the cause of Bands Across the Water and support me that way, of course, that is another highly and welcomed way, and I certainly would appreciate anything that you guys can do. But it is never expected. But certainly, if you're enjoying the show and you want to spread the word and spread awareness of it and of these artists, and then please do. Okay, I appreciate it. Another thing I wanted to mention was if you guys know of any artists or bands or musicians or anyone that you think that would be a great guest on my show, please tag them in the comments, or please, go to my Facebook page or any one of my socials and tag them and tell them to send me a message. I am always looking for new bands, and you guys can help me get awareness of stuff that maybe I don't know about out there that I would love to have different people on the show. So I'm not pigeonholed to any specific genres or any specific type of music. I'm open to whatever's out there that you guys suggest. So by all means, please do. Okay, and there's one last thing I'm going to do before we kind of dive into the show. I want to play something for you guys right now. In case you didn't know, myself, Darren Curtis Drums, and my good buddy Kevin Wesley Williams, West Mix over there, and even Mr. Phil Stewart, he was involved in this too. I want to bring this video up here for a second because this is another thing that DC Drums does. This is just another thing, okay? So not only can you be part of the show, if you're an artist and you need, a musician, a studio drummer, anything like that, I'm your guy. I can lay tracks down for you. I can sing your vocals, whatever you want. Okay, see, I'm plugging myself right now. This is what he said I need to do, put myself out there more. So that being said, another avenue of DC Drums is I'm also into making videos for artists as well, and that could be sort of this next thing I'm going to show you, which was literally like a full production video. Okay, it's really good. I'm excited to share it with you guys. So it can be something like that, a full production video like this coming up, or it can be, a lyric video, which you guys, I'm going to play a lyric video a little later on too. I got a lot of exciting stuff in the store here. So check it out. This is a Detroit-based Foreigner tribute band that had myself and Kevin and Phil involved in making a promo video for their band, okay? And I just wanted to play it for you guys because it's only about 2 minutes long. I personally think it turned out really good, and I hope you guys like it. And the point is that DC Drums also does video. So if you guys know any bands or anyone out there, you get my point. All right, check it out. This is really cool. I hope you guys like it.
There's no Monday, a day like any other day. I left a small town for the apple indicate. It was my destiny, it's what we needed to do. They were telling me, I'm telling you. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time.
There you go. So there you have it. So that's a promotional video that I made for a Detroit-based foreigner tribute band called Urgent. It was a lot of fun to make. We filmed it at Diesel Concerts in a theater here in Detroit. Thanks to Mike Scott for allowing us the use of the facility. Anyway, so if you guys like it, by all means, keep me in mind for that kind of stuff. I really do enjoy doing that kind of thing. Okay, and I also noticed that Phil had posted my PayPal link up there, Phil, in the chat. So thanks, buddy. I appreciate that very much. It means a lot. But anyway, that's not what this is about. But I appreciate all that you guys are doing. One last thing I wanted to mention. I'm going to throw it in the chat over here on Twitch. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. I set up a new thing. Let me get it going here, if I can. So many new and exciting things happening here on Bands Across the Water that I want to share this next new thing with you. All right, so check it out. I made a new little thing. Watch in the chat. Watch the chat. It says all I got to do is put exclamation BATWater. All right, exclamation BATWater. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. And the crowd goes wild. All right. Enough of the nonsense. Let's get to the show here. I'm going to tell you guys who's on the show tonight. And did you hear the word yes? Of course you didn't. Nobody hears the word yes around here. All right, let's tell you who is going to be my guest this evening on the show. Pulling into port on Bands Across the Water tonight, I have my good friends, Mr. Eric and Phil and Adam from the band Just the Basic. You may have saw a video that I posted recently on my Facebook page. You might have recognized one of the dudes in that, actually a couple of the dudes in there maybe, but you might have recognized the drummer on there. And we're going to get to that video, and we're going to get to the whole conversation about the drummer in the band and all kinds of fun stuff with these guys. I'm looking forward to it. So that being said, I think we should get these guys on camera. What do you say? You guys ready? Here they are, guys. Just the Basic.
Hey. What's up?
Oh,
Thank you
for having us, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh,
Yeah, we definitely are.
it was too easy. Fate had to give us a runaround. We made it too easy for ourselves. We've been through way too much technology. Fair enough, man. We've been through a lot together with that. Why? Oh, great. Oh no, he's muted. He's gonna switch. Hey, everybody, he's gonna switch something.
He's gonna switch.
I have a feeling you guys can hear me right now, right? So I have a feeling hold on, Just the Basic, guys. I have a feeling that whatever we did on one scene, I got to do to the other scenes. I don't know what that was now. Do you remember, Phil? Let me just copy that Focusrite and move it around. I'm not sure if they can even hear you right now, Phil. I think they can hear me on this scene. I think they can hear me here. You guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me. Let me see. Yep. Okay. And I think when I go to here, you don't hear me. You're going to lose me.
Now.
Meow. Right meow. Right meow. Correct.
Okay. And they can hear us?
Have this sorted out a little bit.
I hope so.
Good.
Me too.
I figured out what it was. The Focusrite had to be set for each scene, basically. So,
Okay.
but we got it. Hi, welcome to the show, you guys. Let's do that again. Here they are, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
let's
Just the basic.
Yay!
All I can say is if anyone has ever watched this show before, at any time, any episode, anywhere, they know that technology has been a thing from the get-go. So I'm okay with it.
It's a learning curve.
It is a learning curve, and you and I both know that as well, that we've had our fair share of curves to learn. That's for sure. So anyway, guys, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it, and thank you for putting up with all the technology stuff that I typically deal with on the show on a regular basis. I'm happy that you guys are here. I look forward to diving into some of this music tonight.
All right. Well, we're excited.
Yes, thank you so much.
Great. Well, first of all, let's introduce everybody. Why don't you guys tell me who's who and what you guys do in the band, and tell everybody what's going on with you guys.
Okay.
Well, I'm Eric. I play guitar, and I'm the vocalist.
And the primary songwriter and the brainchild and everything. To start, the buck stops at Eric.
Yes.
We've got Adam,
I'm Adam. I play the bass.
and I think that's all we're gonna get from him.
I'm the talkative one of the bunch.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Ironically, he's the quietest one here, but he's got a podcast, and I've heard it before. You talk a lot.
I
More
do
do
talk a
you
lot on the podcast.
He's at his own podcast. He talks a lot.
Oh, well, that's cool. What's the podcast, Adam?
It's called A Bit of the Ultraviolence. It's a movie podcast.
Awesome. Do you have technology problems on your podcast too?
No, we're all good.
You don't have
So I don't think it's live.
you don't have video either, do you?
We record it and I edit it, so it's all good.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
video.
No video. It's not live. Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
This
When
is
you make
filmed
stuff
in front
live-
of a live studio audience.
It
yeah,
is.
Yeah. And then I'm Phil. I'm the other guitar player and producer and engineer for Just the Basic.
Awesome.
I do knobs and stuff and play guitar and put up with Eric shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to deal with, though. I'm
I
not mad, but
I can't help but feel like putting up with Eric probably isn't all that hard.
No, it isn't. We're just like to jerk each other's shame.
that's it.
Yeah, that's good.
More than you think.
Well, good. Well, you know what? I'm happy to have you guys on the show tonight. We have a history, a past, us ourselves. Of course, Phil and I being in Elsie Binks together is one connection, but ourselves, I've also been involved in some stuff with you guys that recently and not as recent. That's been really fun for me, and it's been hopefully as good for you guys as it's been for me too. And I look forward to kind of getting into some of that stuff as we get through the show and sharing the music. But first of all, I want to find out, like, how did you guys, how did this whole thing even start? Like, where did this all come together, and what was, I know you said Eric is sort of the brainchild of it, but what sort of was the thing that started it all for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Basically, it was me and Kevin. Me and Kevin, I was in a band before, and they just didn't take it too seriously, and just everyone else was butting heads with Kevin, because Kevin was our producer. And after it broke up, he kind of just took me under his wing, and we just moved forward as me being somewhat of a solo artist, I guess. He had a great drummer lined up, and we just started hashing some songs out together. And these are songs that I basically writ back in the day, and I never really had find place to put them or record them. And Kevin gave me an opportunity, and we ran with it, which is awesome.
Awesome.
So, and the reason why I named the project Just the Basic, because I basically wanted to get back to the normal form of me writing music, just me in my bedroom by myself, just putting some chords together and recording them,
Awesome.
So that's it easy.
That's great. So when you started, how long ago? Like, would you say like when that sort of transition happened?
Probably the transition about 7 years ago now.
Yeah.
We came out with a couple demos, and the demos that we came out with, Wes pretty much gave me full control, which was probably the worst idea ever. But we learned a lot. He taught me so much, and then Phil came in as the little studio runt, and he just sat in and he watched us, me and Wes work, and Wes started putting more of his input in and saying this is how things are going to go a little bit more. And it just took the songs that were like the demos that were recorded and made them a lot better, a lot bigger, and just, really gave focus on what the music should be like in a studio.
So
Awesome.
for any other streams that we and you have done together, Darren, in the past, like I've always mentioned at the start of like LC Binks, how I started off as an assistant engineer. This just happened to be one of those projects that I sat in a lot and stuck around with over the years.
And it seemed like more and more and more he was at the main control every session that we had.
Yeah, Kevin was kind of gearing it up to kind of pass it along, and because he saw that we kind of liked each other, we worked well together and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Well,
man.
You guys, if anything, your hair is a good compliment to each other. Like you know,
yeah.
It's opposing. It's opposing, but
And probably our shirts. Mine's super bright and pink, and his is super bright and yellow.
Yeah.
Kevin wants to know. Kevin wants to know who's the guy with the fro. Awesome.
Yeah, Kevin's pretty much responsible for my involvement in this.
So
Yeah, he pushed it a lot, but he
So-
kept the band going. He wanted me to keep playing. He took me under his wing. He wasn't just a producer to me. Like, he became a great friend. He became a mentor. He became a therapist, basically, and listened to most of my problems. And like, he always had the right things to say. And I hope it's the same to him too, that when we talked, I helped him out with things. It just, with a friendship just came.
right.
So it was like, you probably couldn't write music with him in a better way,
Well, he does get, make it the environment, and that's crucial for the art. As an artist, it's crucial for the creative process, that you're in an environment that's inducive to with people that are feeding that frenzy of creativity rather than sort of
Exactly.
putting roadblocks up. And he's definitely one of those people to encourage and
and he
push.
pushed. He
Yeah.
pushed a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because in the first album itself, I basically did everything besides the drum.
Right.
We would sit down together. I'd write all the guitar parts. I would play the bass parts, record those. Me and him would do, like, we did strings, or we did like piano parts. We would sit down together and just knock it out together. And, Wes always seemed to find a way to get on some of the tracks without like me even knowing, but it always seemed to work out.
Right.
It was
Right.
awesome. It didn't matter what it was. He always seemed to get there. Didn't matter if it was a mess up take or he just sang underneath me and I didn't realize it and didn't say anything till later.
Nice. I love it.
Obviously, you liked it.
Oh, it made for good music, It's hard being the only person in the band that was putting the effort of writing the parts, because I would come to the studio and really have nothing. We would be writing as we're recording, which is awesome. But honestly, that first album, I don't even know how to play it anymore. I would have to go back and
Sure.
remember. I mean, I get to remember how to play it by any means. But that first album all those songs were written so long ago. When I was
Right.
18, 19 years old.
Well, how long ago did you put that album out? It's been quite a while, you said, right? 7
3
years?
years.
Oh, 3 years.
Well, 7 years. We had two demos, and then we put a few songs out. But actually, out on everything, 3 years. That CD's been out.
Awesome.
So we definitely took some time. We didn't go in at it and we just took a couple hour blocks at a time and just let it come together as it.
Adam, in your case, were you there from the beginning with this, or are you kind of a newer add-on as well in the later kind of?
Technically, he's been in the band before I have.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering, was he there from the beginning?
No.
Adam.
Second record.
Adam came in on the second record.
Yeah.
He likes steady cast control and everything, and it's his thing. But he wants to work with other people.
No, that's what we needed. I needed. Well, I had on the first album, I had my old bass player and singer in the previous band, and Wes knew of him, and we just worked together. But he just wasn't about it anymore.
Right.
So after we recorded those songs, me and Adam, I hit him up one day and I said, hey, do you want to jam and see what happens? And he had a drummer as well, and he had an awesome spot downstairs in his basement. So we just went in there, and I had a bunch of new songs, and we just started playing. And we came with what the second album is.
Awesome.
And it was awesome. Like, we got together a lot, and the drummer that was there recorded one of the songs at the studio, and then he just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. No problems at all. You know, it was awesome that he even helped us out that far. And I thought Adam was going to be on his way out too, but I just kept sending him demos and sending him guitars. Just would be okay. I got it. I'll come in and I'll record the parts, and now we're moving forward with Phil and on the new album, and it just seems like all the pieces are together now, and we're just moving forward, and everyone seems to be super happy. It's super relaxed to be part of just the basic. It's not like we're playing shows. It's the schedule's not hard. We get together when we can get together. It's very stress free.
That's
everyone
great.
has creative flow. Everyone can be, this is how it should go. This doesn't work. And it's nice to bounce ideas off of people, that it's not just my own idea, because I'm stuck in my way.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. Like being able to sort of have other people that you can rely on to throw ideas at or to bounce ideas back at you. Yeah, that can really change everything. Like one piece of the puzzle can really change the direction of a song.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes we have to reel Eric in here.
Yeah, get me back to my slow the song down. You get too many time signatures. You're changing the tempo too much. Why is the song 7 minutes? Why are your song titles 9 words? Why do you have to scream so much? Let's write a damn song.
Yeah, and that's actually, let's talk about that for a second, because a lot of people, what would you classify maybe? Can you put your like a sort of a genre of what you would say your music falls under? I've heard the term. You go ahead.
Probably like the 2000s post-hardcore rock, emo screamo music.
Right.
Like the wave that came in when Warped Tour got past that punk era in the 90s and started getting into more of the screaming, more of the punk rock type of feel. That actually get a little more mainstream now, which is ridiculous.
Now.
When that was first coming out, now.
Yeah.
But when that was first coming out, it was like Warped Tour was the place to be for that type of music, that emo style. But if you go towards the metal stage, that would be more like the Ozfest. And there's metal parts in it, but it's definitely more of like an emo, screamo type of 2000s type of music for sure.
Awesome. Well, I know the stuff that I've worked on with you, has been is somewhat different from the earlier stuff, right? The first.
Oh yeah, we're moving forward.
You've been evolving for sure. It's been maturing and growing.
And having the right other people, we're taming down the music. We're getting a little more punk rock, which is awesome. I mean, it still has that feel behind it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So if something fits, like I wanted to write a screaming part, so I just fit it in the song. Now, if this doesn't fit the song, we don't touch it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're actually writing real songs.
That's a huge step in the maturity of a songwriter, is to realize that, you have to do what's best for the song, not necessarily just because you can do something, you don't necessarily need to do it,
Understandable.
Yeah. So let me catch up in the chat for a minute here. I want to say hi to everybody. I hate missing out on anyone. My buddy Matty P. Hi, buddy. Thank you for being here. Bob Chidoba, thanks for being here. Ken Oakley, my cousin. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Kevin.
Bob
Kevin
is Eric's dad.
Awesome. Hi, Bob. Yes, I met Bob. He's an
awesome dude.
I met him at a gig or something. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Kevin is asking about my shirt, so now is a perfect time for me to drop a prop on this here.
The Machine Shop.
Yeah, repping Kevin's Inc. in the Machine Shop tonight on my show. Good dudes over there. Great club. Let's hope we can get back in there soon. What else am I missing over here? Let's all send Darren $20 tonight. Thanks, Kev. You rock, dude. That's funny.
Johnny chimed in a while ago, but if Johnny's you're still watching, what's up, dude?
I think it probably went away because we had to, disconnect and come back, so the original chat stuff kind of disappeared, I think. So my buddy Chris Warner, thank you for being here again, my friend, checking in from London, Ontario. You have become a regular on the show, and I appreciate it very much. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Of course, Barb Klein in London. Hi, Barb. Thanks for being here. Yay. You're awesome. What else? My mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, happy faces.
Hi, Beth.
She says it's a learning journey. Yeah, the technology.
Oh,
it
it
sure
definitely
is.
is.
It sure is.
Chris Warner.
Chris
Oh,
Warner, great guy.
Hey.
So quick story about Chris Warner. Chris Warner and the guitar player in Aces Wild used to be in a band together, like pre-Aces Wild. So I've known Chris for quite a long time. And he was the singer in that band back then. And and now he's a regular on the show.
Uh-oh. Don't you owe Tim $20?
This mic stand in here isn't that great, though, is it?
Let's call it even.
What did I miss? My earbuds are gone. I've lost everyone.
Uh-oh.
All right, there I'm back. I literally didn't hear anything you just said.
Tim said, don't you still owe me $20?
No. Pretty sure you owe me $20 now, buddy. That's Tim. Tim's the singer from Aces Wild. I'm excited to have my boys. My boys from they're going to be on the show for my birthday special on May 23rd. I got all the guys from Aces Wild coming on the show, and I've been working on some special stuff that I'm going to unleash on the audience and them. They don't even know. They have no idea. So, you know, Phil, you know more than what they even know.
Well, fasten your seatbelts, folks.
Yeah, I'm not telling anything anymore. There's only one other person. Like, Barb is like the only other person that knows.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
What's up, Tim?
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you all here. I appreciate you guys for hanging out in the chat and for commenting, and I appreciate, should I be worried? Of course you should be worried. I've known you a long time. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun show. But anyway, I want to get into some music from the very first, what was it, a 5-song record, or was it a full-length record?
It was a 4-song EP.
4-song EP. Okay, so why don't you tell me about this first song we're going to play? Give me a little bit of a history about it, a little bit of background about it, and then we'll get into it.
Pretty close to one of the first songs I ever written. I written it with a band back when I was like 18, maybe 19 years old. The lyrics, some of them was written from our original back in the day singer, and I just liked some of the things that he said on it, so I kept them. And I kept the name Letters and Blackouts because it's about a girl, and it was one of the coolest riffs I thought I ever written in my life. So when I brought it to the attention with Kevin, he said, let's run it. Let's try it out. And we named the album This Is All Familiar because every single song on that album is ones that I written back in the day. So with all my buddies from school, they know these songs. They've maybe even seen some of them perform live, but same type of guitar riffs, different lyrics, but finally put them together and actually record them. It's something I always wanted to do.
Awesome.
That's why I went with those 4 songs, and that's why we called it This Is All Familiar. Now, not everyone understands the name of that, but that's why I named it that, because it's just familiar to like my core friends from school.
Right. And that to me is also why people should probably be paying attention to the show and watching the show live as it happens, because then they can learn all of this awesome insider information that they would have never ever learned anywhere else, but right here on Bands Across the Water. cheap plug. All right, here it is, you guys. This is called Letters and Blackouts, and this is from the first 4-song EP titled
This Is All Familiar.
This Is All Familiar. Here it is. This one's called Letters and Blackouts. Just the basic. Check it out, you guys.
Wondering what the future
right. That was a great song there, you guys. Nicely done. Cool video, too.
Thank
man.
you.
So you,
Appreciate it.
so you could tell he was very heavy in the screaming at that
Yes. Yes.
the
So,
angriness,
so
but
what year are we talking there?
point.
that's probably
at least-
the 14. That one's probably 15.
2014,
Yeah,
2014,
and then we actually didn't release it until it came out on YouTube and everything, but we didn't release it out to Spotify and and everywhere until all the songs are done about 3 years ago. So
Right on. Nice. Cool. So yeah, my buddy Chris Warner says Screamo with the horns up.
that's it. That's basically what it
Pretty
is.
much.
Yeah, right on. So and you know, you are really good at that, by the way.
Yeah, that's the reason why that we kept it going. Wes, don't think he liked it, but I think he just let me do my thing, and he just did so well at it, and like mixing the vocals together and just mixing the screams together,
And he pushes you to sing.
Oh,
more,
he
too.
pushed me to sing
Yeah.
more, but he let me do my thing. He let me do the Cookie Monster.
I think,
which I'm not complaining.
and I think what's cool is as the show progresses tonight, people are going to see sort of that, your evolution in maturity and how things sort of, you just now are, coming to terms as a songwriter about, okay, yeah, I got to do what's best for the song, and we'll see this.
I also think like the writing process of like what I wrote about changed drastically. Just about like who I am and what I was going through at the time.
Sure.
That like I needed to maybe get my point across more. I needed a different vibe because things like took things like didn't like take a turn, but like it got dark. Just
Right.
with things I was going through and what I really wanted to get off my chest. Like, I mean, I took a direction I didn't think I was going to go, and we got pretty emo. But like what you hear is what was happening in my life.
Right.
I
And
wrote about what was going on.
I mean, that's what's cool about music, right? Is it's very time relative. Like, we can all listen to a song that takes us back to a time, or and as an artist, you writing songs is timely. You're writing things about that, that are relevant in your life at the time, and because you don't know any different, or you don't know any better, or you don't know anything else. So that creates good art. Sometimes the hardest times in someone's life can create the best songs.
And it was super therapeutic, just getting that off my chest.
Absolutely.
Putting it on a piece of paper, and I mean, there's positive behind it. I want everyone to know, like, these songs, especially the newer ones, like people go through crazy shit,
sure.
but you can get past it. Like, look at where I'm at. You can get past what you're going through.
Absolutely.
And I hope that's the message that I send the most from this music.
And they're not alone in feeling.
Yeah, you're not alone of feeling the way you feel. Everyone has these problems, these things in their head, have these demons. You just got to find an awesome way to get past them. And it could be either just drawing, or could just be talking to somebody, or could just be, getting it off your chest. Because not enough people want to listen to your shit that you're going through.
Right.
And I feel like that's the biggest problem.
I mean, everybody kind of has their own heap that they're dealing with, right, in their lives, and for you specifically to find an outlet to be able to get that stuff off your chest, and then put it into an art form, and then have people come along and actually like it. That's a huge compliment, because you're laying it all out on the line.
Exactly, and hopefully they feel that they don't feel the same way I did, but if they did, they can understand that you can get past it.
My friend Chris Warner, he wants to know, Eric, are you able to maintain your voice at that level live?
Yes. I can sing. I can scream a lot better than I can sing.
Without hesitation.
Like, that is no issue. The singing part tears me up a little bit.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you've done it live?
This has been a strictly studio project.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Just the Basic has never done anything live.
Right. But
it was hard to do anything live when I was by myself, and now with everything hitting with COVID and everything, I don't even have a desire. But I feel like I have so much more fun doing this with these guys.
Right. I think it's important for people to kind of understand that that's what this is. This isn't a band about going out and playing live. This has always been more or less Eric's band that he started, as a project to be able to sort of have an outlet and be able to create music, and then it's evolved into this, wow, I've got other people that are a part of this now. And so it never really started out as your idea to be a band that plays live.
Not yet. No, but in the past band, I've done it. I've done it for years.
Right.
I went to plenty of shows, been to different cities, made no money, was in a van for a couple weeks. There's no money. I didn't have nothing. Luckily, I was able to go to the cool college towns and had buddies. I was able to spend the night over there. And actually, the shows that I did not get money for are the shows that were the best audience that I've ever seen, ever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Tell me the stories of the basement.
Yeah,
shows.
the basement shows that I played with back in my previous band, where they were just wild, having 300 people packed like sardines in the basement, going wild, and they didn't even really know us as a band, but just knowing that that's the crowd that wanted to just come watch live music.
Right.
Amazing. You couldn't ask for a better energy. I do miss that though. I miss that energy.
For sure. And that in itself is also an addicting thing, where it's like being out there and having that energy from people, and then, like I say, digging your stuff that you've poured your heart and soul into, and you get this reaction from people like, wow, it's great. Awesome.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's flash forward a little bit here. Let's get into Adam is now coming on scene, and we're going to start moving into this next record number 2 here, right? Is that about right in chronological order here? We've covered basically record 1.
2, exactly.
Started out with Eric just on his own, doing his own thing, and then next thing you know, along comes.
I just text him. I hit him up.
You knew him?
Yeah,
we were friends of friends.
Okay.
So we were acquainted.
And actually,
we did a couple of shows together.
We did.
Back in the day when you were in the other band.
Yeah, the other band. We did shows together, and I knew of him. And I don't know if he played bass at the time, but I think I've seen a few photos of him on social media playing the bass.
I've always played bass.
And I said, hey, do you want to be the bass player? Like, do you want to play with me? And I got some great ideas. And like I said, he had a drummer. And then that same next week or the following week, we were downstairs in his basement just chugging along the new songs. and we started writing the new what this album would be. And the funny thing about this new album, I think we only used 2 of the songs. We used 2 songs.
It's only a couple.
Yeah, we only used 2 of the songs that we were going to put that we put on this album, because honestly, this album I just didn't want to write about anymore. It was about a breakup. It was about something that was super tragic, and as the songs were going through, I felt like the 4 songs that I put on it told the story. Anything else would just be filler. So that's why I kept it as is. Exactly. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that it was going to go that way, but I'm happy that it. I'm not happy that it happened, but I'm happy that it got me to the space of mind where I'm at now.
And again, Kevin.
Oh,
your
Kevin!
therapist.
Kevin killed it. You know, he helped me so much. He pushed it, and I was actually nervous to put the very first song out, especially the song that that we're gonna listen to in a little bit, because that one, like, I went straight deep in what happened, how what like the sadness of what was going on, and I didn't mention names, didn't bring up, but I brought up themes of things. So if you actually listen to the lyrics, you'll hear what the pain I was going through at that time, which is pretty wild.
I just got told I was going silent again. I hope I took care of it. I'm not quite sure why and what and who and where, but I'm trying to figure out. So last week I noticed that I had a microphone that was kind of crappy. So
He's gone.
this,
All right, guys, he's gone, but that's okay. We'll keep it rolling.
Yeah.
no, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back.
And he's back. And he's back.
Wonderful.
I don't think I really went.
We're just rolling with whatever, man. We're just gonna roll it with whatever. We give none. We give none.
Too good.
That's all good. I can't even tell you why and what and who. And right now at this point, there doesn't seem to be any logical explanation as to what is going on with my microphone.
That's wonderful technology at work.
I love
Wonderful.
it. It's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. Okay, so
So back to that album. It's we named it Left Unsaid because it was one of those things. The way that the breakup happened, it was a lot of questions not answered, a lot of crazy. My own mind was just like, why, right?
sure.
So, and I was really nervous to put the first song out because the way I wrote it, I was still dealing with court and all this other shit going on, and I knew it would come back to me, and 100% it did. But luckily, they were saying that you can't get in trouble for writing a song about somebody.
Yeah, because it can just be about anyone, right?
It's pretty straightforward what the song was about.
The only thing you didn't do is name.
Let's be honest, but you know what? It is what it is. I mean, like, this CD helped me out a lot. And like, even me just honestly digging in deeper and actually going to see an actual therapist.
Sure.
It opened up, like, I never thought I would do that. I always, like, not trying to be a dick, but I thought it was like a waste. But when someone actually listens to what you have to say and has these great ideas of how to get past certain things and how to channel your energy in certain ways, like, I think and Kevin would know this more than anybody, seeing me where I started and where I'm at now, I'm a whole different person.
He cut his hair.
Oh, my hair was down super long.
He cut his hair.
Just that alone.
But,
that alone.
But I mean, I feel like this album, it helped me in so many different ways, and hopefully it helps other people too. Again, not people go through things that it's out of your control.
So
life changes at the flash of an eye.
So at that point, I would like to mention, first of all, kudos to you for even saying that publicly, because a lot of people would not feel comfortable admitting to something like that. But for me personally, I look at it as that's a huge compliment to your personality and to your character when you can openly admit that hey, I needed some help, I went and got it, and look at me now. And everyone listening, if we all can need some support and some help sometimes, and it doesn't matter how you seek it. What matters is that you seek it if you need it, and
And it can be so easy too. Like,
of course.
Eric would just make. I know some days he'd have a hard time, and sometimes a simple phone call to Kevin in the morning would help him through.
Oh, more than you think. Well,
Kevin just said, I thought I was your therapist, Eric.
It still is. He still gets my phone calls. But why it was so easy for me, Darren, is because it wasn't just about me. It was about my two girls.
Sure.
That I needed to step up because there was changes that were happening, and they were still so young. They don't know what's going on.
Right. And they are absolutely adorable little girls you have, by the way.
Thank you. But it was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Even though I didn't want it, realistically, I never wanted this to happen in my life, but it was probably the best eye-opener of my life.
Funny little tidbit here. For the cover of the second EP,
which is
Left Unsaid, is one of his daughters.
Yes.
Nice.
The ring-looking girl.
That is my daughter. That is my oldest daughter. We always have fun doing Snapchat filters and stuff, and it was just a filter, and I didn't touch it much. I was in it too, but just how it was so dark, and how the way I got with their hair in front, and the girls call it the one-eye photo.
The one-eye
really
photo.
It's my one-eye photo. It's my one-eye photo. Honestly, I think they're my biggest fans.
That's great.
Always want to listen to my music. They always want to listen to the songs that I have, especially the ones that I did with Aaron, which is the lead singer of LC Banks. They love that.
We're gonna play that song coming up too soon tonight.
Always, and they always, when they're in the background, and if we're playing the heavy music, doesn't matter. I see Lily and Abby doing this in the back here, doing this. So they are rockers through and through.
Can I just say that if your little girl is in the background doing this to your original music, that is like a parenting win right there. You have won parenting at that point.
I mean, I'm trying, but they wear the band merch. They wear just the basic shirts. They wear just the basic hats.
We just saw the images rolling by a second ago, and one of the images is that album cover with her, and it's a creepy looking photo. I had no idea it was your daughter.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
I love it.
I didn't touch it. It was just a filter.
I love
it. That was so dark, and it worked.
I love it.
It was just, I mean, why not? It really showed it. I feel like that picture really captured what the album, how sad and how dark that album actually is about.
Right.
Which is why.
Right. Well, I mean, the title of this song coming up is called Broken Home, Broken Heart. So, I mean, that in itself probably tells you a lot, right?
That is what I call so emo it hurts.
But it makes sense. I mean, I didn't mean to write it that way, but it's just that's what I felt. That's what I felt when it was being written. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
That's
just so you know, Phil,
that's what happened.
Phil, I was a little late with the laugh track when you watch this back later, but I had to throw a laugh track in on that comment.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say there's just a really cool vulnerability to it.
Right?
He poured his heart and soul out, and
absolutely.
We watched it. Me and Kevin watched it on the sidelines.
They unfolded it,
Right.
Now coming up to that song, by this point you were in the picture by now.
You are actually the drummer on this song.
Yeah,
right.
You were brought in,
and then Phil is actually doing some guitar work on this song.
Right.
So which now it's starting to set up that, and then Adam's now playing the bass.
Right.
The core of what we have going on is on this album. So it just made sense that everyone just stuck together, and we just kept going and going, and there's a friendship and a bond came in.
See how it came from record 1 just to record 2, and all of these different people and these different things are starting to come together.
Jen was on another song on that.
Jen's on this song. Jen does the opera on this song, but I felt like we needed to have some type of girl in the background, because this song is just about how I am, but there's also about someone else.
Sure.
We don't say names, but it's about,
of course.
I'm
gonna say a name right now. Your dad Bob in the chat says that you are a great dad.
Thank you.
Coming from a great dad.
Yeah, it's true. Coming from another great dad.
He would know, right?
Yeah, especially when it comes to him and his little girl, he should know.
Yeah, don't mess with Grandpa's grandbabies. I'll tell you that much.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Dad.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Well, thank you, Bob, for being here. I appreciate it, and it's a pleasure to see you again. Kind of see you again. But let's get to this next song. So I actually played drums on this song. Phil played guitar on this song.
So what I
bits
did,
and pieces, but no, he didn't record the guitar. He
so
did
what I
something
did
different.
is, we record the direct guitar in, and they get edited, and then they run back through an amp. So when we were running it back through the amp, I'm working the wah pedal.
Nice.
I'm working the wah pedal, but I was still assisting a lot. And this was around the time where, Kevin and Eric would schedule time, and then Kevin would be like, "Hey, Eric's gonna come in at this point." I would show up. Kevin's not there. Eric would show up. All right, let's get some work done.
That's what we did. We got
Can I just say, from my perspective, this song. So Phil, you saw what we're gonna get to the latest single. Like we're gonna get to the latest song at the end of the show here. That's the latest video. That's the one that I'm part of with you guys in the video, and we shot it at Adam's place. It was so much fun that day. We're gonna talk about that. But this song, if you remember, Phil, how that song with the video went for me recording, and then how this song went for me recording. If you recall, it's literally like two ships in the night. This was the first song I ever worked. What we're about to play was the first song that I ever worked with Eric in any capacity on any song that I can think of right now. I don't think there was anything before this.
Nope.
And I literally kind of like walked into this one not knowing anything about the song, not knowing anything about Eric or really, about his.
I think that's the first time you met him. Right?
Yeah, and it was literally like that same day we'd laid the drum tracks basically down for this. And now flash forward to the song that we're going to play later, the latest one, the time that I spent on that song just in pre-production, getting ready to do the drum track. I mean, I went along and I played down vocal cues, chorus 2, 3, 4, verse 2, 3, 4, bridge 2, 3, and then that's how I recorded that song. But this one was like, I don't know, just get in there and just play some drums and see what you can do.
That's basically what it was. That was the relationship that we had because I just met you, right? You're finally getting into LC Binks, getting that together. And, I didn't know if you spent too much time on it, but you killed it. You did exactly what needed to happen.
Yeah, it got what it needed done in the long run, I guess, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, good.
And we'll get into later how things have changed on that end, the production and everything like that, and how we work now.
Yeah, it's whole different. Yeah,
how that whole came to be.
Exactly. That's the writing process it's so different now, but that's a good thing.
Right, and it's truly been, you can see the evolution even just from one record to the next with you, how it started out as your own solo thing where you were just working on your own stuff, taking little bits and ideas from Kevin or maybe Phil, but then it's come along the second one. Now you've got Adam's involvement, Phil's a little more involved now, myself, I got in the picture, and quite frankly, this particular song that we're going to play, I don't think I really had any kind of pre-production stuff.
No,
I
think
did.
You just played with the click track and the scratch guitar, and you went with it.
Right. So
that's all you need. If you have the idea of what the songs goes, that's all you need.
That's
you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's a great song, dude, and it's I'm sorry that you had to go through all of everything you had to go through to be able to get to the point where you're at now, but it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get up. So here's a great song, you guys, from Just the Basic. This one's called Broken Home, Broken Heart. Check it out. Bands Across the Water.
The drummer's all right.
Things went wrong. Didn't get a chance before you.
All right, that's a great song from Just the Basic called Broken Home, Broken Heart. Happy to have my friends on the show tonight with me. I hope you guys are having a good time so far. Are you enjoying yourselves? Yes! Have you heard any one of the yeses at all tonight? Has anyone heard me hit the yes button once at all? How about this? Anyway, I just wanted to take a minute to let you guys know about next week. I have a special show next week, all right? Check it out. I want you to know something pretty sweet coming up next week. It's going to be an early show, okay? So pay attention. Mark your calendars. We've got an earlier show coming next week. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And the reason is, and I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to be going not just across the water to the next week. I'm going across the Atlantic next week. That's right. I'm going to get a bigger boat. I need a bigger boat. So keep those donations coming. I'm going to be going across the Atlantic, a 6-hour time zone difference between me and the fella that's going to be on the show next week. So I've asked him if he could stay up a little late, and we'll start the show a little early. I don't want to record anything. I want this to be live. That is the whole point, right? So I'm going to Germany next week, and his show is going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be exciting, me and my new bigger boat. But I want to let you know who's on the show. Check it out. This is going to be a good one. That's right, you guys. Next week, I got a special early show next week. My buddy Johnny D from the band Doro Pesh, and Brittany Fox. You guys remember Brittany Fox? Of course you remember Brittany Fox. That's right, this guy right here. Johnny D. Going to be checking in on Bands Across the Water from Germany next week. I'm excited to get across the Atlantic and have a great show with him. In the meantime, join me next week, Sunday at 7. Oh, no, look it, right here. See that? Sunday at 5 p.m. Special early show next week. That's right. It's going to be a good one. That's right. Mr. Johnny D from the band Doro next week. Look at that stage production, man. Let's hope we can get back to all that someday, huh? That looked really awesome. Great crowd, great drummer. One of Kevin's best friends. Kevin's the reason I got to get Johnny on the show next week. Kevin hooked me up with him, so I'm excited to have him on. He has been super awesome and super excited about being on. He's already sent me all kinds of stuff, pictures and videos and all sorts of stuff that I can put on the show. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go across the Atlantic Ocean and head over to Germany next week. So please join me. Will you guys be here next week? Yes. You all said yes, so you have to be, all right? All right, well, in the meantime, let's get back to tonight's show, shall we? Let's get them back on camera. My buddies, in Just the Basic, we got Eric, Adam, and Phil. Welcome back to the show, you handsome gentlemen.
Oh, we're
Thank
handsome.
you. Hey, I got a haircut just for the show.
Ah, how sweet.
I
Very
did
nice.
not.
No, I get a haircut every 2 weeks. I was getting one anyways.
You just ruined it for me, all right?
So,
Adam rolls out of bed. looking
Yeah,
like
Adam.
that.
Yeah, he just looks that handsome
yeah.
with the bed head and everything.
That's great. Well, great song, you guys. I had a lot of fun working on that one, even though I felt like a little bit of a fish out of the water because it was sort of just, a different thing than what I would like to have normally
Kind of
prepared.
just thrown on you.
But that's okay. It is what it is. The best part is just, that it came out like that at the end and you ended up with a great song. So that's the main thing.
Yes, thank you.
Let me see. Okay, so my buddy Chris Warner, he says that was just dark enough that he felt that tune. Thank you, just the basic for that.
Chris, thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
He seems to be digging it.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Chris is a good guy, man, and he obviously has good taste in music too.
Right on, man.
All right, so I want to talk next a little about. So we've got. Okay, let's finish up with the second record. What was that? Was it an EP? Was it a full length? What was the deal there?
There's another 4-song EP. There were supposed to be more songs on it, but actually the way that it was written, it was just I had enough writing about, and I felt like it. After all the songs came together, I felt like I said enough.
Yeah, you got the therapy out of what you needed to.
I
get
feel
it.
like I mean, everything else would have just been filler.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Certain things started changing. More people started guesting on it. You know, like I said earlier, Jen, our keyboard, Jen Azell, our
Yeah.
keyboard player and backup singer, gave us her amazing opera.
Right.
You know? Amazing opera because she's great at that. And then, Darren, obviously.
Yeah,
and,
Darren came part of it, and then on the next song that we're
Adam
going to hear,
pretty much played bass on every song.
every
right?
song but the last one, the one we're going to listen to.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. You filled in and did the bass.
Yep.
This is the first one that you came in and
On
actually.
which one? On the next one?
The next
next
one
one
we're going to listen to.
We have one more after this, so it's not the last one. We got one more.
Well,
after.
the one that on this album, the last one
Gotcha.
from this album.
Gotcha.
So this one was different altogether.
Yeah, this is the one that this is the last one I wrote for it. I already wanted to do it, but this is the one that I really realized that it was over. Like
It's the
it was
closure
It was the
song.
closure.
Nice.
Like when I say it's over, as in like what happened between us, where we're going, how far we spread it apart, whatever happened, I realized that it's done.
Right.
So the way I wrote it in two different perspectives.
And this is, it's the first duet for
Yeah, it's the first. Well, it's the first duet that wasn't a cover.
Yeah, okay.
Because I worked
Right.
with Aaron before on
And
something,
Jen.
and Jen.
Yeah.
But this is the first one that it was a duet of when I brought Aaron in, and I kind of feel bad bringing Aaron in and having her play the part that she had to play, because this is the one that I'm speaking and then the other person is speaking.
Right.
So you get the best of where I'm at, what happened, and then what my mind and my vision of where that other person was at
Right.
in that relationship. So, and I think
Cool.
it worked really well. It gave me clarity, even writing it. I feel like after writing that one, I realized that I need to move forward to better myself and to be better to my kids.
Nice.
Because I feel like at that point I was just dwelling on things, and it eats at you, right? Like when you go through tragic shit, it eats on you,
For
and
sure.
you second guess yourself, and you feel like, what did you go wrong?
I
So,
just,
you know-
it's funny that you're saying this because I literally today a friend of mine posted something. You guys may have seen it before. I don't know, but if I can ever send it to you, it's really good. It's a thing. It's called like The Black Dog or A Black Dog or something like that. And it's literally sort of like this cartoon animated sketchy thing that talks about what you're talking about, like those dark moments in your life, those second guessing yourself moments, those times in your life where where you feel like you're being followed by this black dog that just is a shadow, and it's interesting how it shows, at certain times this dog is bigger than the person. It's huge. It's blocking the sun. It's blocking all the good, to the point where they feel covered and dark by all the, so it's a metaphor, obviously, but it was really good. And it's really ties in well with what you're talking about, how, yeah, and it's not about suppressing those demons or tell the dog to lay down. It's really about figuring out, how do I get through this stuff? The dog is probably going to walk on a leash with me for the rest of my life, but it doesn't have to be this gigungous Great Dane. It can be a little Chihuahua that just, it's there, and I've learned what I needed from it, and now it comes for a walk with me instead of it taking
Comes a walk with you,
instead of
and
me
you get to
taking it
control-
taking me for a
you
walk.
you get to control the situation.
Right. So metaphorically speaking, it reminded me of that. What I saw today.
That's right, though. But it takes time to get past those things, and I feel like everyone should take their time.
Absolutely. So this is the one you said is your daughter's favorite song of yours?
This is their favorite song, probably, that they hear. I think they just really love hearing Aaron's voice with me.
Nice.
And there's more to with Aaron on the next album too that we'll get to when we listen to the next song. But it's just something about the way that they just enjoy how I sang with Aaron, and they seen a photo of Aaron. They want to meet Aaron. They want to hang out with Aaron. They want us to sing more together. And it's like, I feel like they feel the passion that I felt on it, but not knowing what it means of what the song's about.
Right. Yeah. Cause
they have no recollection of what these songs are about.
How old are they?
Know it's sad. They know it's a sad song.
Right. How old are your girls? If you don't mind me asking.
5 and 4.
Right. So they're young. So they're, and this has been like, they were really young when all this was kind of going down.
For sure. But hearing them sing the songs in the car seat when I'm driving, it puts a tear to my eye.
Oh, I bet, dude.
It's one of those things that you got fans that are so young, and and like I said, like even with Aaron, hopefully Aaron's proud of what she did with us, because honestly, you got two fans that you don't even, it's unbelievable to have. And singing, again, if you're around, if you're hearing this, like they sing your lyrics, your parts. Like, I feel
That's
like they're
great.
singing them amazing. Like these girls can be singers, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's great.
That's good. And it's true that, we all know that, especially young children, whether it's boys or girls, are very impressionable.
Yes.
And they definitely, young girls especially, they gravitate to female singers. They look up to them, and so it's an important role to be, in that sort of as a mentor, someone that when little children are looking up to you, and you as a dad, when your children are looking up to you, right? You are now in a different place. You're in an important role as a role model to something that not only are these fans of your music, but right, you created these fans.
I did. I 100% did. And I'm glad that I created the best fans on the face of the planet.
Right. You know.
I'm just happy. Like down the road, they're probably going to ask questions about it, but like I don't talk to them about anything that's ever happened in my life in those situations. They don't even maybe understand what's going on. And down the road, if they ever ask questions, I will love to talk to them about it. But until then, like it's just it's who I am with them. They get me, and they're getting all the love that I can possibly give them.
Right.
So.
And you're enjoying the ride.
Oh, I'm enjoying the ride more than you think.
Yeah.
And it's been a great way, as hard and sad as it is. It's been a great way for you to be able to, get therapy, more or less, to get get this stuff out and get that's exactly what it's about.
A better way. Wouldn't ask for a better way.
Right. Like I said, some of the greatest songs have all that emotion into them.
Yeah, at one point I think I wanted to stop. Like, getting a little bit ahead, but me and Phil talked about it before we started writing the new album. Like, we talked about maybe it's time for me to pull the brakes on a couple of things, because I was in a spot that's like, music's not it's not helping, but but I'm glad that I didn't pull the brakes on anything.
Sure.
And then there was a time we wanted to change the name. But again, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. But when Phil was starting to be more a part of what was going on, like we would talk just to talk. It wasn't even about music at that point.
Yeah.
And I think that relationship took us together closer and closer and closer and closer. But I'm also seeing this guy at least twice a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't have that bond with somebody. And this guy shows up whenever he wants. But we send him stuff. Hey, we email him all the time. We email him all the time.
I swear I listen to it all.
At least once.
But even with Adam though, we talk too, but he's just always prepared. If we send him something, he comes in and records. Why is it so easy for this guy to knock it out and just be ready and just, here's he for 15, 20 minutes. There's the bass lines. I'm leaving. Damn you, Adam. I'm sitting in here for hours and hours sweating. I got to come back the next day to do more. This guy, 15, 20 minutes. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
I'll see you guys in my basement. We'll film a video there. All right.
Yeah, that's it. I'm ready. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves, but we got another story on that.
Yeah.
So a couple things. We should do a shout out to Erin, because she did kill it on that song.
Erin killed it.
Erin Accomando, EBX Erin on Twitch. She killed it on there. She took it and really made it
real good. I'm happy that she let me write the lyrics and just kind of went with them. We did switch a few things up to make it fit the actual melodies, but I feel bad her having to play this other person and I had to play like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, it's you're an actor on a stage at that point. You're
Right.
kind of
exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. She took that part and she killed it.
She killed it. She really showed the emotion on what she had, and I think I had my emotion was already there. It's in my voice. You know what I mean?
right. So
great.
So the female part in this song, this is more or less your take, your perspective on what you think the other person was going through. Is that fair to say?
What the other person wanted,
Like
what the other person wanted.
Cool.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
That's cool. That's an interesting perspective because you can only wonder like how much of it is true, of what you think they were thinking. But then on the other hand, I also like to believe that we're all pretty dang good at our gut instinct and knowing what people are feeling, and so you're probably exactly right as well. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, the song's called "She's Not Coming Back," so it's pretty straightforward of what I feel like she was feeling. Now, obviously, she's not coming back, so I mean, it made it pretty easy. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
I got you.
Assumption. And it made it really easy to write. But I'm actually when I was writing the lyrics in this song, this was one of the last ones that we already had. You already did drums and stuff for this album that was supposed another song that was supposed to be on it, and we just kind of put it to the wayside because honestly, like we even recorded most of it.
Mm-hmm.
We were almost like this was another song that was going to come out, but after writing this song and especially the song before it, the third song, like all the songs kind of went through like a little tale. Like the first song was about me being like I guess the biggest asshole in the world. Second song is one you guys heard. And then the third song was called Lost and Abandoned, which would me being like honestly lost and abandoned about what the situation. And the last song was basically the clarity of, okay, this is it. This is it. Right. You got to wash your hands of this, because if you don't wash your hands of this, it's only going to make you worse and worse and worse and worse as time goes on.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to say hello to Stephanie over there on Twitch.
Yes.
She's checking in from New York Angel. Stephanie, hi, Steph. She says, sorry I'm late. No worries. Just so for the record, I was late as well. I had a rough start to the show. We didn't get going until about 7:30, but she's tuned in enough now to realize, I think, that technology is a fun part of the show here. It's actually like I think people are going to start gambling on whether I'm going to get through a show successfully.
Place your bets.
Yeah, I can tell you which way you should probably bet right now. I have a good feeling. I also want to say Barb had posted a link to something on YouTube. I'm not quite sure what it
on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah, I'm not quite sure what the link where it took her.
The black dog thing you were talking about.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, nice. Oh, thanks, Barb. Yeah, that was an interesting thing that went across my wall today.
So maybe let's show this song and let's show like the progression of the song.
Yeah, let's show what this song. This is definitely a stripped down it's an acoustic song, really stripped down, and Kevin did the percussion part of this song. So everything that you hear that's more percussion is going to be on Kevin's bass. I did both the acoustic parts, and then Aaron sang with me. And then we didn't even give this one to Adam to do the bass because he came up with something that was just like this song. You had to be in the studio to be at that time,
right?
The way that it came about, you know what I mean? And
can I just say I don't think Adam is the type of person, at least from my experience, he's not the type of person that's going to be like, oh my God, dude, I can't believe that you let Phil.
I don't think he cared.
Lay down a great bass track.
No, he didn't know. Like, oh, a new song came out. He goes, wait, did I play bass on that? I have no idea.
You said it was an acoustic song, so I was like,
it wasn't even supposed to have bass. It wasn't even supposed to have. We actually did some with some strings.
Yep.
And it just, when you're in the studio working, especially with Kevin, he always pushes the envelope and he'll go on a tangent for like a half hour and just get way off of what we're doing. But what we're doing is we're creating something that just sounds so freaking amazing.
Right.
That it needed to be there. So that's what I'm saying. If you needed to be, as I was recording the acoustics, you needed to be in the studio to get the real feel of why the song became the way it became.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this was only supposed to be one guitar, one acoustic, one voice and Aaron's voice. So 2 voices and 1 acoustic, and it changed to 2 acoustics, 3 acoustics in some parts, a bass, percussion that's off wild. It's pretty awesome what he did.
Nice.
And some strings.
Yeah.
So
and on the
Great.
back end of things, behind the scenes, this is the song that really started the transition to where we are now.
Yeah.
As far as my involvement, I pressed record on most of everything.
I think on this one you did pretty much everything.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Kevin still
when the vocals came in, and Aaron pushed the fuck out of me on this song.
Yeah.
She pushed me, and she was in the studio just like, okay, we got to do it again. You're not hitting this note. It was like, all right, she's really making me sing like you know what I mean? I had to actually, you know, do what I had do what I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but if it wasn't her for her pushing me, like she would have killed me, like over on both parts. She killed her part. And hopefully I gave the song 60% justice to her 110% on the track. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you wrote the song, so it wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for you. So.
I know. It's true,
but she really played her part in
Awesome.
helping Eric push him to the next level.
And that's important. That's important, and it's great that you realize and recognize that, because as an artist, as a songwriter, you know, the idea of putting forth what's best for the song is what it's all about. You know,
Exactly.
It's not about how well you can do this or how terrible you might do that or whatever. It's what does the song need and what is best for that song from your perspective and from what the people you're working with feel, you know. So that's great. And I'm glad that she pushed you to do that, because the result is great. It's a great song, and I'm looking forward to sharing this one, because it's sort of like you said, it's sort of the transition from where you were to where you are now, and how you're moving forward, and things are progressing, and so that's great. All right, so let's play this one. This one's called "She's Not Coming Back." This is a little bit different. It's not quite so screamo.
No, but it's definitely very emotional. It has the emotional state, and I hope you guys really feel the pain that I had in the situation, and I guess more of the freedom that she got from what happened between us.
Right, awesome.
Very Roger Waters inspired bass line.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, well, here it is, you guys. Just the basic. This one's called "She's Not Coming Back." This is featuring Aaron Accomando on the female vocals. Check it out.
You call me crazy. I pack your bags, send you out the door. Still want you, baby. Don't lay right there crying on the floor. I'm begging you for more. Do not let this be a setback now. I'm begging you for more. I'm not coming back. Without you, I am crashing. You are so last fashion. I will watch my actions. I've lost all my attraction now. I'm begging you for more. Do
All right. Hey, that is a good song right there. Nice. Well done. Hello? Did I lose you? There you are.
We're here. No, we're here.
Great song, dude.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nicely
Appreciate
done.
it.
Awesome.
We did lose the fro, though.
I see that. What happened to him?
I mean, I had to use the potty.
Stephanie
Yeah.
in New York. I like saying that for some reason. I don't know why, but I like to say Stephanie in New York says, "Wow, this is so beautiful."
Thank you so much.
That's a beautiful comment. Thanks, Stephanie.
That is an amazing comment. That's why we did it that way, you know?
Yes, nicely done. Everybody involved. It was great. Very nice song for sure. And I'm happy that it sort of is a transitional song for you to kind of, you know, a moment of realization that was captured in a song, and it turned out to be a great one. So,
Of course.
my door is opening right now. I'm a little bit afraid. Oh, hey, hello. Thank you.
Wonder who that could have been.
Yeah, who was that?
Jeez, I don't know who that was.
Got other people behind the scenes I don't know about?
It's just my executive producer and I have my usual entourage with me that deliver.
No.
They bring me beer and things.
What I missed?
Hey, Phil.
Oh,
welcome
hey,
back.
Phil, welcome back to the show, buddy.
I feel like that's a Superman moment.
Yeah.
It's like Kent walks out. and
Yeah.
Superman comes in.
What just happened right there? Why are you sweating? Oh.
Man, somebody get that guy a beer.
Long walk to the restroom.
Kevin is saying, "Is that my drum beat?" It sure was. They mentioned that before the song.
That
Yeah.
100% is your drum beat. Thank you.
And your mix.
And your mix.
And your production. This whole thing is pretty much because of him.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that he had an impact on. Yeah. Including us individually.
Right.
To this
Right.
day. Yeah. So we'll get to that.
He's a good man.
Kevin played the whole part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I want to get to that at one point.
Absolutely. Let's send a shout out to Kevin, who has been working hard here, making music for many years. Kevin Wesley Williams, West Mix, working here at the Sound Shop Studio in Macomb, Michigan.
You are in West Mix, actually.
I am.
Yeah, you're in
I am
West
literally in Kevin's room right now.
I see a picture of him.
I
in
mean,
the
I
background.
practically built this room.
You
Yeah, you
did.
did.
You basically built this room.
That one too.
Aaron has a hand in everything.
You know, and I helped contribute the money to help you build it.
Just for the record, I didn't get paid. So.
Oh, I feel bad. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in case you guys haven't, in case Eric, I guess, in case you haven't figured out, I actually like to do nice things for people that are nice to me. So.
Exactly. I mean, I feel that.
I don't expect
that's
to be
amazing.
paid all the time for anything. So just like, and here, this is a great segue. Just like this show, and what my friend Kevin was the person who told me that I should be plugging it out more there. But this show is a great example of, I don't do this because I want money. I do this because I love to, support my peers and bring, their music to the world. But hey, I'm not gonna be upset if somebody wants to throw a donation my way or anything like that.
Production.
Yeah,
Might
100%.
stop these technical difficulties.
difficulties. Get a bigger,
Yeah.
bigger binoculars for the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, these are kind of big. I like that they're red. I really like that.
Oh, the red part is pretty
But we
sweet.
should get bigger ones.
Yes.
It would be nice.
Ones that they're almost too. Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
you see. Yeah. We'll actually get you on a boat too.
What do you mean? I was in a boat in the intro. That was a boat.
Oh yeah, you were. I saw it.
Not.
Did you get wet at all? I didn't see your hair flopping in the wind.
Well,
Maybe
oh
we
yeah,
have to
the
get
hair's
you
in the
a tan.
wind. There's hair blowing in the wind. You need to watch it a little closer. I was in a boat.
Hi, I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat and I'm on my way to Germany, crossing the Atlantic Ocean right now. Sorry, I can't get to your call.
Pioneers, Darren. We're pioneers.
Oh, that's great. Well, all right. So let's move along here. I want to kind of keep progressing. We've gone on in basically a chronological order, starting with the first EP of 4 songs, moving straight to the second record, and now we're heading into, I guess, we're into third record land here.
Yep, we're getting. Yep, we're in the present,
So
basically.
this is looking like it's going to be the first full length.
Yep.
Nice.
What songs do we have?
9,
8.
8. Okay.
8 songs that we're moving forward with, and
Great.
a lot of it's recorded. At least half of the stuff's recorded. A lot of more stuff are shipped out to the people that need to be, get their stuff together to start recording. Yeah, can't move forward without the drummer being ready.
Okay, hold on. Let me just say, in my defense, I've been a little bit, and Phil knows, I've been a little bit kind of down and out. I actually feel like I'm starting to come back around. I actually feel like I'm and the only reason I'm telling you this, honestly, and I'll tell all three of you guys this, the only reason I'm telling you this is because I would never want to give anything but 110% to any song for any artist that I'm hired to work on or asked to come and be part of or given the pleasure or the honor to be part of creating their music. I would never want to be half-assed or not in the right frame of mind or not coming in feeling like I got all guns blazing and I'm ready to, so...
And I know that from working with you I
know.
And he wants, and that's all he wants from you. And if you tell him, because look at what all these songs are about. Right. Look at the project is about. So like you tell him that he's gonna understand that.
Yeah, I understand that. Or Darren, if things fall apart, do you want a song written about you?
Well, I mean, I can write songs. But no.
I feel like everything that you've done on the new album, what you've already put together and how you've actually got down, listened to it, got your cues together, what you did, I cannot complain. I think it's beyond my expectations.
You bring a certain aspect to it. Like you when we do these demos, these scratch guitars, there's nothing. There's no rhythm.
It's just a click track.
We can set a vibe to it to give you an idea, but like you really truly take it to the next level. And then when we come back to actually lay down our tracks, we're like, oh,
it's a whole new vibe. It's like we need to crank it up more. It's ridiculous how the transformation is from a scratch guitar and a click track to playing to an actual drum set kit live, really getting down in it.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
Yeah. So
I can imagine. Important. I can really imagine because honestly, like I don't know that I've ever kind of discussed this with anybody, but it's actually kind of difficult sometimes to sort of be the first one out of the gate.
You're telling me,
man. You have to kind of like I literally, and it's been like years of experience of playing drums that I try to like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm like doing something that is going to work for that part, or maybe the guitar can do something around that, or a vocal line can sometimes influence a drum part for me. I know in your case, Eric, anything that we've ever done, you don't have any vocals really for me ready to go.
No,
that's your style.
That's going to change.
It's now changing now.
And that's okay. I'm not saying that there's a right or a wrong way to do it. It's just as a drummer, for me personally speaking, I can
not just as a drummer too. I think you as a songwriter too, because you really want to feel the whole aspect of what the song is itself.
I love to. It's great if I can get all of that.
More
sure.
Than just like what the rhythm should be or anything like that. I know that, and me too, as like the pseudo lead guitar player, to play along with the melodies of what the vocal melody would be. Right.
So
there's a couple of songs that we've already recorded that I wish we had that foresight, but it's okay.
Yeah,
sure,
it's okay.
So that's the evolution, right? That's the maturing and the growing.
It just goes to show how important it is to have that.
Yeah.
So now you'll start seeing that too. And, again, this whole project is about how we've been growing.
Yes.
Right.
Going forward.
You get to see all the growing pains and then some.
There you go.
We don't care. It's a very vulnerable type of thing.
It is.
So,
but that's what makes it special too, though, right? Is like you're laying that vulnerability of yourself as a human being out on the table for people to pick apart. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to lay their vulnerabilities out on the table for everybody to look at and laugh and point and you think how much better their life is because look how bad he's got it. That's a difficult place to be. But as an artist, you have to do that. You need to do that.
I agree.
So here we are now. After that song was recorded, COVID happened.
Yep.
COVID happened. My move into the sound shop permanently happened. And between that and just my progression with Eric in our relationship and Kevin pretty much giving us his, what do you call it?
His blessing, the green light.
For us to just continue carrying as friends, as bandmates, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And here we are now. Like, he was the very first, technically the very first session I had in this room when we put it all together.
Yeah,
Nice.
You
Nice.
know?
very first.
Yep.
Um,
And it was to scratch out a couple songs.
I just want to send a quick message to my mom. She's leaving the show for the night. It's past her bedtime, I think. So she says it's time for her to say goodnight. Sweet dreams. Good night, Mom. Have a good night. Sleep. And
Thanks for tuning in,
for
Beth.
tuning
Thank
in.
you.
And Kevin is pointing out that it was 9/11 less than a
He
minute.
always does.
Less than a minute
He
ago.
always
Awesome.
He always. So yeah, he gave us our blessing, and he's still, whether people know it or not, he's still a big part of it.
Yeah.
I always go to him for any sort of advice, and you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You see me I'm losing my mind some days.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he's great to help us through all of that for music, for mixing, for life.
No,
Any of that.
exactly.
So he's responsible for this happening, and he will always be a part of it one way or another.
100%. Like,
So
he
that's
was
where like this all comes full circle with him.
with him.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I've been with Wes in this
A long time.
for a long time, even before he was in the studio. I was
In
with
that
him.
studio.
I was with him in 3 studios. So I mean, I traveled with him. Like, he's going somewhere else. Well, we're gonna go to the next studio and record there.
Right.
So like, I mean, their relationship just grew.
And it's great because like he'll be the first to admit the screamo shit is not his
Oh,
thing.
he hates the screamo shit. Like,
But he fucking gets you.
he gave me the free range to run it, which is awesome. But then when after that album finished that we just listened to, a COVID hit. I started getting inside my own head. I took some time off work and
He called me one day.
started writing.
Yep, but as he's writing, and he's a lot. This is the time where like the door opened naturally for me to write with him,
Yeah.
and it really made a difference in the sound.
Right.
So that's why he decided to just say, you know what, screw it. You're part of the band. You need to show up for promos, and
You need to
your
be-
face is
yeah,
going to
be-
be in everywhere.
And everywhere you need it. You were playing. This is the first time I actually had someone record guitars that was not me.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
This second this third one is.
The third one is the first one that I
Nice.
said I'm no longer recording all the guitar parts.
Just one of them.
I don't want to write all the guitar parts. I want to write my rhythms and a couple leads, and you go have a blast with the rest. And I already had a few ideas. So some of the songs he kind of played what I had, but he worked through his own feel on stuff. And I mean, there's, and now he's bringing songs to the table himself. And then I'm writing to what he wrote, which is great. That's what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I didn't know if it would get to that. And, me and Phil have been together now for a very long time when it comes just to him being in the studio, pressing the record button or just talking. I mean,
Using my
honestly,
amps.
we were using his amps. I told him today, I haven't been out to dinner with a guy more than this guy. We go out just to talk. I call him at least a few times a week just to bullshit.
Yeah.
We have always had planned on what we're going to do next, but then it's just like 10 minutes goes by. We're just talking about our day.
Yep.
Talking about
About
what's
our life.
going on. It's a whole different, it's like, it's not just a band member. We have a friendship that's huge.
That's awesome. That's a
So I did the poker night with his family.
Yeah. We went to poker night. He had a blast. Yeah.
awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was awesome. Like, and it was cool that he showed up. I didn't think he was going to, but it was, it just really shows that people do care about you
Mhm.
more than you think. It only
Right.
takes a little bit for that to happen.
Right. I love the fact that you're absolutely right that it just takes a little bit and the friendship can develop from something that was never really there before. But next thing you know, now you're in a band together and you guys are like, buddies and
Yeah.
you're hanging out and you're, and it's great how that sort of works and how that sort of happens. And,
Well, exactly, because me and Adam didn't talk for a little bit, and when I
for the
started
record,
playing-
Adam really doesn't talk much at all. So.
Yeah,
but no, realistically though, like, we just didn't even keep in contact what was going on. Like, at this point, me and Phil talked. I think this is when I was thinking that, like, maybe I'm done. Maybe just the basic is done.
Right.
Maybe I put a stamp on what it was, and we didn't really talk to Adam much about it, but like, and then when I got back in the hold of Adam, he sent him a few demos. It's like we didn't miss a beat. Like, he didn't, like, I thought we were taking some time off. I thought you didn't send me nothing. I just like playing music. I obviously still part of the band. Thought we were
Right.
just taking time off.
The whole world shut down. So
Yeah.
I just figured
The whole world
everything
shut
was
down,
kind of.
That's true. The whole
On
world had shut down.
hiatus, you know?
But we just kept
Right.
sending them demos.
Yeah.
Sending them demos. And again, like we talked before, I don't know if he was even listening to them. He kept telling us, "Oh, that sounds fucking good. That's good. That's some good stuff, guys." And I'm like, "Just so you know, Phil is joining the band. Like, I now we got another puzzle. Let's go find a drummer. Let's get a drummer going." And and then with you being a part of the last couple of songs, we said, well, with these songs, why not we have Darren come and be the studio drummer and be a part of what's going on, and
let him just do what he
Yeah.
does. Let him give you the 2 cents.
and we sent you the click tracks and stuff as well, and you crushed it for what we did so far.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate that. I'm happy to hear that.
The conflict was real, though. He called me one day. I was on my way to the studio. It was going to be another day. He's like, listen, man, these songs are sounding so much different. This is evolving to a whole different thing. I think I need to retire the Just the Basic thing.
Yeah, I wanted to stop because when we started writing, it was totally different.
Right.
And I feel like I said what I had to say, but he's told you got to sit on it, man. But he's goes, you're just the basic. You are. That's who you are. That's what people know you as. But in social media, no one knew the band. No one knew who we were.
Right.
It was just photos of the album cover, like weird photos of like stuffed animals and shit, like weird stuff, man. Like and I feel like I got
Snapchat
more
photos of your
that
daughter's face and stuff like that.
way. Yeah, and I was more like but then me and Phil talked, and he goes, sit on it for a while and see what you think. But I feel like it was the best decision to keep just the basic going because it's already there, and it's me, and I want more people to be a part of what I'm trying to create, and they came with open arms.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Did you have another idea for a name in mind by chance?
100% I did.
I thought you might have. What was that?
Only on sunny days.
Oh, interesting. I like it.
Emo-tastic name.
That's a great email.
Very
It
good.
probably never would have passed.
Well, I mean, if you're the only guy making the decision in the band, it would have passed.
He would have, but it was. I mean, it was that for the longest time. But now I have, two other guys, and then even you, Darren, you got says on what happened, especially with you being a part of this new album, and you also wanting to be a part of the music videos that we're doing.
That's a whole other thing. You mentioned DC Drums does video.
You brought in a whole other.
That's true. I did, didn't I?
Yeah, I know that we had an interview with our record label. We didn't even say about a record label. Hey guys, I don't know if you're watching.
So Just the Basic is represented by
From the Depths Entertainment.
That's right.
From the Depths Entertainment.
We did an interview. It was the first interview that Phil was a part of. We did it in the same room.
I watched that. I watched that interview today. Actually, I was going to ask you a little something about that.
There's a drummer, unbeknownst to him, that we're gonna probably pretty much like the movie Old School. Like just like kidnap, that style of kidnap, pull up with just pantyhose.
So in your interview with the label, I was watching it today. You mentioned something about that you have a drummer. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have a drummer. He just doesn't know it.
I didn't know how to ask, or like tell you or want you to know if you wanted to be a part of just the basic. But, it's one of those things. Like, I'm so happy what you're doing already. And this band doesn't play live. We just record music. I didn't know if it was so easy for someone. Hey, you got to come to the next promo. You got to be a part of the photo. Like, your name is on this album. I want you to be a official part of it. Because it's not like it's going to get in the way of anything else that you do.
And that's the big thing for me, too. Like, for my transition into it happened so naturally. Because outside of it, we are friends. And Elsie Binks is my home. And he's always been a fan. He's part of the family.
Yeah. Kevin asked me if I wanted to play guitar in LC Binks back in the day.
And
I'm just thinking to myself, well, the guitars are going to be too heavy. Probably not a good idea. You know what I mean? I was just throwing. It was just thrown off. It was, it could have been a joke.
I met just to prove your point, Phil. I met Eric's dad at an LC Binks gig.
Yep.
So.
Yep. They come out to our shows, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's always going to be that, and he's always going to know that. And it again, people ask you to be in bands. It happens.
Sure.
This happened because of just the natural transition of it. There was nothing forced, nothing. Even me writing the songs with him, it just naturally happened. We're friends.
Yeah,
we hang out.
it's a lot of fun.
You know?
It's actually a lot of fun.
I think you just nailed it right on the head. There was nothing forced about this, and you basically you did it because you wanted to do it, not because you felt pressured to do it. It's like
Exactly.
it's natural.
That's
I just want to do it.
what it is. You know what I mean?
And I like jumping around. You know, it
well,
satisfies my.
It even gave a chance. Like I know, like he hasn't played guitar for a minute, and it gave him a chance to start playing guitar again. You know, and actually getting the guitar feel going. And you know, when I was down, when we shot this video down in Adam's basement, which we'll get to, seeing us four around each other playing, it just felt amazing. It seemed like we were all just on the same click. We realized that, man, we're just having a fucking blast.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And I know in the video, there's parts that you're singing the lyrics that you sing on this song.
Yeah.
You're singing on the album, but you're singing the verse when you're not even supposed to. You're jamming in your head. You're just like singing my part.
I get you. I get
like,
you.
I'm
just singing. I'm singing the lead vocal line. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you're loving it. I'm like, man, that's like you can't. That's like the feeling how I felt playing live.
Right.
We're all in a circle, seeing each other, and it was like, man, this is awesome. You know what I mean? This felt right. You know.
Right. And it was a really fun day, actually. That whole video shoot.
Oh, it was long.
It was.
It's a lot longer than I think you anticipated.
Yeah, it was. I didn't know it was going to be a 9-10 hour
It's like, yeah, we're going to come set up. It's going to be like an hour or two. We'll get these shots, no problem, in and out.
Uh-oh, internet just took a dump. What's happening here? Hold on. Stick around. They're frozen right now. You're frozen. You're frozen. That's okay. I may have to call them back. Stick around, guys. Hopefully the stream is still working. Are you guys still hearing me in Streamland? Chris is doing the Adam sentence count. Just let me know that you guys can still hear me, and I may. Oh, here they come. There they are. As far as I can tell, the stream nothing happened at my end. It was all.
It's something over here.
That was on our end.
It's something.
Yeah, it was on our end.
Okay, good.
We're pushing too much.
Stephanie
It's
says she can
happened
hear me, so.
Yeah, no, we're good. I think the call itself cut out.
Yeah, I think it was. I was literally just telling everyone, okay, sit tight. If you guys can hear me, not you guys, but our people watching, sit tight. If you guys can hear me, I'm going to hang up on them. I'm going to call them back, and it should work. And then all of a sudden,
that sounds great.
Awesome.
We were just like suspense, waiting.
Right.
Waiting for.
It's like,
But
come
yeah,
on,
but with
wheels are
this
turning.
new
Come
album,
on.
though, this new album is moving along faster than I anticipated, which is awesome.
There's more people behind.
There's more people behind it. I mean, we got we even with the video, we have more people being the artistic part behind it. Like we had Lauren do our album cover,
Yeah.
which is
awesome.
freaking amazing. I can't wait to show people.
Shout out to Lauren. Lauren Hedges creates. Shrub. I don't know if she's watching right
Lauren
now.
Lauren also
So
help edit and
Hi, Lauren.
do some of the video, which is amazing.
There she is.
Lauren Hedges creates, you guys. Check it out.
Yes.
Yeah, Lauren Hedges creates. Lauren Hedges. She should just change it to Lauren Hedges. Yes.
Yes.
Badass.
Lauren-
I'm a badass.
Does she have like
does
a
a great
website or
job.
anything? Does she have something she can throw up in the chat?
I think it's LaurenHedges.com.
Throw something up in the chat there, Lauren, so that we can find you. And
So let's go back to how did this concept of the video start? Like, was it just used? I think you were just like, man, I haven't put out anything in a while.
Well, it was basically this. I wanted someone to finally see what the band looked like. What does just the basic look like?
Thanks, Lauren.
What's the faces? Like, I can actually sing and play my guitar. Adam can actually play the bass and sing. Phil can actually play guitar.
Nah.
You can actually play the drums. Let's show them what we do. Let's give them something that is tangible and they can see and feel. And I just felt like it was the right thing to do, because I'm sick and tired of putting songs up on YouTube or Spotify or Bandcamp and just it being a photo.
As I recollect, I came to record one day, and then you informed me that we were doing a video, and it was in fact going to be shot in my basement.
Yeah, I told Adam.
That's how I found out about it.
And Adam goes, all right, okay, that sounds great.
But I just really wanted to let people see who we are, because we don't play live. We don't, we have a few promos that we do because the label wants a few things, and we do a few interviews because the label wants a few things. But they don't really push you and tell you, hey, you got to do this, and that, which is awesome.
Right.
But I feel like we give back and show what, like, we are an actual band. We do like to play this music. I know it's just we're just a recording artist, but I wanted to show them what we had, what we were all about.
Yeah.
And I feel like they deserved it, especially the ones that actually like the music and support what we're doing. It's just to give them back something.
Absolutely.
And plus, I really want to do a damn music video.
Yeah, it was just fun.
It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In case you guys haven't noticed, in case you haven't caught wind of what's going on in the chat, my buddy Chris Warner has been doing an atom count. So,
How many times I talked?
how many times Adam has said a sentence? We're up to 6.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love that guy.
The greatest thing about that, now since we did the video, this Fire Under Ass, we're actually going to do another music video, which you already know about.
Yes.
We're going to do.
Or you do now.
Yeah, you knew about it.
I knew about it.
Yeah.
Actually, Phil talked to me a little bit about it. He had
Yes.
mentioned something to me about it, and in fact, you even talked to me about doing it.
Yes.
And we haven't gone there yet, but
No, we got that far.
That's
We're gonna
exciting.
do another, and you showed me something that I really liked. It was amazing.
The West Nile.
West Nile
video.
video.
I'm gonna
So,
play that. I'm gonna play that song tonight, actually, later.
Cool. But with that one, we have another song that's gonna be on the new album that is gonna also have Erin Accomando on it again. She's gonna be featured on it. Another one that was supposed to just be an acoustic song,
Mhm.
but after me and Phil, it's the one that Phil wrote. I had the lyrics, he wrote it. We started hashing out some guitar parts, and then we're like, oh, we got to put drums to this. We got to do that. And then we saw your lyric video, and I'm like, this is the one for the lyric video. This is the next step up. So that's
Awesome.
what we're doing. And like, I feel like everyone's on board on it. I know you're going to work hard on it, and you're going to, make the drums amazing on it. And Aaron's going to kill it. But it's also another one of those songs that go from, this is my perspective of a relationship, and this is her perspective of a relationship. So I'm making her look like the bad guy again. But you know what? I feel like that's a really good way of of how me and her sing together. I feel like that one that we heard previous, it worked out so well. And having two perspectives in a song, it just really it really plays out like a nice like a play, like a symphony. It gives you can close your eyes, listen to it, and you can see these two people interacting in this way.
It gives it a nice balance too. It doesn't just give it a one-sided perspective. It gives kind of
exactly,
and it's not like your perspective. I know you're writing for her perspective. I don't mean Aaron, but for the other party involved. I know you're writing from her perspective, but I don't feel like you're actually like trying to sugarcoat it. Like you're literally trying to write from what you think she was feeling about you, or what she saw in the relationship with you, or whatever it was. Exactly. And again, that points out to the vulnerability, yet it also points to the the fact that is sometimes what makes her the best songs. And it gets, for you, it allows you to have that release. It allows you to create something that other people can or may not like. If you didn't do any of that, your daughters wouldn't be singing the lyrics to one of your songs in the back seat in a car seat, So
it's an amazing feeling, by the way. It's
I can really imagine. Like that's like tenfold. Not only did your creation have an impact on the world in some way, shape, or form, whether it just be you personally or someone who loves the song or whatever it is, but your creation had an effect on your creation.
Exactly, and I love that. Like
that's something else, man.
We're in the car, and I go, "What do you want to listen to? You want to listen to Baby Shark?" And they're like, "No, I want to listen to Daddy's music." And I'm like, I'm melting. Like it's the most proudest moment on the face of the planet.
I bet, dude.
And that's the one reason why I do not swear in my songs.
Aha, there we go. See, more insider information.
I didn't know that.
Phil, that's why you need to watch the show more often.
Yeah, why aren't you watching the show?
don't actually know the lyrics.
But also,
I don't need
the greatest thing about this
That's
album is
sentence
not
number
only-
7, by the way, from Adam.
I'm trying to get a few more in for you.
But not only with this album, as everyone else helping with the instruments, and we got a lot. You guys, Adam, and you are coming in the mold of being the backup vocalist to what I'm doing, and hearing that contrast with my voice and your guys' voices, it's really becoming better and better and better. And I think the band is becoming more mature.
Yeah.
Right. I did enjoy, Phil and I worked on some of the vocals. Well, we worked on all of my vocal parts together one day. I don't think you were here, Eric, but were you here? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, you were here, right? Yeah, that's right. And I remember, I love doing harmonies. Like, I really do. I love not even just singing them. I love just like figuring them out and finding them and making them work. And it's just something I've always enjoyed doing. So I had a lot of fun just kind of sitting in there. And Phil and I just kind of were, well, but the people listening don't know, but we kind of just went through like piece after piece, and if it's something, I think I could hear something in here that would help the song. I would never just sing just to sing because I can sing harmonies.
It's a conversation between me in this room and you in the booth. Like you're already in there, like listening to the song, and you're like, "Wait, stop! I think I got something."
But I think this is
and it would never have been because I thought that it's just because I can sing. It was just because something would make the song better.
You hear something,
yeah.
And this is probably the most vocals that we've ever done on just a basic song. We layered, we did this, we did that. Like we really went at it, saying, "Oh, now you're a vocal band. Now you need to have these parts need to be here in some parts. They need to be here. You guys are not just playing guitar no more. You got to have the vocals need to match up to the ability of what the music sounds like."
Right.
I think we're really starting to capture that. But having the people around you, like we keep talking about, having these people around you, they push you and they have the greatest ideas, and they'll let you know this is not how it's supposed to be done. Let's do it this way. And I'm open. I mean, there's times that me and Phil talk and we sit on it. We record some stuff, we take it home, we sit on it, have a few days later, we talk about it, we either scrap it or we say, man, we caught gold. Mm-hmm. We caught gold on that, which is, and like I said, Adam comes in, does his bass parts and leaves, and he caught gold.
I did backup vocals too.
Yeah, yes, he did the backup vocals.
That's right.
But he was only for 15 minutes, knocking it out of the park. It was gold.
Yeah, by the way, he did it in 15 minutes.
God damn it.
We listened and we're like, do you hear anything else? No.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't want to add things just to add them. So
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't need to add Adam.
Just because your name is Adam doesn't mean that you have to add anything to anything.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm actually really proud of this album. I'm proud of where the direction is.
We're not even done yet.
No, we're not even done yet. But I'm happy with the lyrics. I'm happy with what is being written. It is about another relationship that did not work out very well. But I'm okay with that.
Emo.
Right.
But I'm not. Well, that's where I get my inspiration of actually writing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's who you are, man. That's you do you, right?
Everybody.
Exactly. And I mean, like I said, we finally have the album cover, which we do not want to show anyone yet. We want to wait on that one.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Adam just saw it. Do you like the album?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Did Adam just say that he looked at something before he had to show up at the studio?
No, I saw it here at the studio.
Yeah, he saw it here at the studio. I showed him a little bit ago.
All right.
No, it's phenomenal. I like it a lot.
We actually have an awesome
I can't wait to see it.
An awesome album title, which I don't know if I want to say what the album title is, but I guess it's one of those things that
you never know. With us, it'll probably change.
How many words is it?
3.
3 words? Okay, what's the 4 words?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the first initial of each word.
S
T
T
G C
C.
S T G as in George?
Yep.
S T G C?
Yes.
That's tough, right?
Yeah, leave it. Don't say what it is. I want to.
You know what? No. Does anyone want to know what the album?
No. We're gonna let everybody guess right now.
Yeah. All right.
See if anybody can guess what STGC is, and it's not shut the. Never mind. That doesn't work.
So, you think it's a good time to start maybe talking about the video?
I do. I mean, we're.
I mean, let's talk about it.
Yeah, we're heading right into it.
Yeah.
So,
this is a self-produced video.
Yep.
With to call it a shoestring budget is very over.
It didn't cost anything besides our time, a couple cases of beer, and of some pizza.
Some pizza.
Yeah. Right? And his electricity.
Stop the go-kart, she says.
I love it.
Stop the go-kart.
Stop the go-kart.
So it was shot on cell phones, everybody.
Yup, it was shot.
I was
Stop
shot on
the
a bunch of
go-kart.
cell phones spread out throughout in Adam's basement on a, and we just played the song over
and over. I couldn't speak because at some point, like, you can lip sing a lot of the video, obviously, but when I was really getting into it, I started singing, started screaming. After like 6 hours of doing that, like, there was times that I couldn't talk.
For sure.
It just is what it is. This is actually this is going to be the first song in the album. So
The album entitled "Stop the Go-Kart."
Yes.
Yep, stop the go-kart.
This is the opening song of it, which is awesome.
Uh-huh.
I'm super stoked about it. So
Darren, you did play a huge part in, like, because we kind of came in there. The whole idea was like, okay, we don't have much, right? We have this basement. It's kind of dingy. Let's just own it.
Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome.
Well, it's a basement. It's a basement. So.
I mean, there's nothing, but it's not like a studio or anything. Right?
yeah,
It's just-
but the coolest part about being down there's so much equipment. It felt like you were just
there.
in a band practice. Like, it was
Yeah.
just so raw.
Yeah.
It was so raw. and,
Dingy's bad. I'm sorry.
like,
I'm just messing with
Raw,
it. It is
raw.
pretty
it,
decent.
it
Jeez,
smelled like
Phil.
moldy cheese.
Jeez, Phil, hurt the poor guy's feelings.
No, Adam vacuum.
I vacuumed.
Adam vacuum.
Yeah, I vacuumed before you guys came over.
He went all out.
Yeah, that's it. We don't want cigarette butts on the ground, which I did find a couple. Like, did you try to vacuum? Like, what did you do down there?
Uh-huh. I gave it minimal effort.
It's all right. It serves the realism of, like, the vibe, the
Phil.
the environment.
Dingy.
Dingy.
Christ.
So we just knew we didn't have much on that end to offer, so we just rolled with it.
Yeah.
And then after that was done, me and Eric went through the footage, and we pointed out the initial cuts of who would come in when.
Yeah, we went through a lot of the scenes, and we need Adam here. I really like the way what he looks like. I like what you're doing in a drum fill. You got to highlight a nice drum fill. I mean, we highlighted his guitar riffs, which, by the way, dude, this guy's fucking rig behind him took it over the top. Like, this guy looks so fucking cool, and I'm like, well, I got a microphone in front of me. My amp, I had 2 amps too behind me. Mine's spread out. Phil's got the best lighting.
I was gonna say, don't forget, I set the lighting up so it casts like 2 shadows of Phil on the wall behind him.
I'm like, this is bullshit. This guy's gonna steal the show. Well, no, I'm glad. I mean,
I even told him we could switch.
No,
spots, and he said no.
He's the lead guitar player, and I'm like, the way that we were set up, like, he's always gonna play on, if you're staring at, us playing a gig, he's always gonna be on your left, Darren. So
Right.
It made sense he was on your left. And, I'm going to be center mostly. And then, and Adam will always be on the right. So
Right.
it's just how it looks like. And that's what you actually hear too, when you're listening to the music. We make sure that if you hear a guitar part in your left ear, that's going to be me playing my guitar parts. If you hear a right ear, that's going to be Phil playing.
Right.
We did that in a way to where, like, this is what you get. You're getting what we actually play.
This is what you get.
And not get nothing else. But no, it was an awesome experience. I'm glad that we did it. I don't know. It couldn't have been any better. I couldn't have had a better experience doing it.
It was fun. It was fun. It was pretty raw, but it was fun. After we did all the cuts, I still felt like it needed something, and I didn't know what to do with it. So who do I call? I call
Ghostbusters?
No,
we should have called Ghostbusters.
should've called
There was something down there.
there is something going on.
There was something down there that was freaky.
That explains the bad lighting.
I've never noticed it.
So,
Phil?
no, I call
Dingy.
Dingy. Such a dingy. Hey, until you put up your blacks, what did you bring? You brought your
Backdrop.
black sheet. No, it was your sheet, right?
My
For your bed?
backdrop. Backdrop.
Backdrop.
It's a backdrop.
But, no, I mean, backdrop. We sent
Called
it
the backdrop.
over. We sent it over to Lauren, and Lauren just livened it up.
She made it even more
Like,
dingy.
and that's where I feel like she really captured the album cover too, because she got like in her
her own little emo phase, probably listening to this song
She
over
liked
and
all the
over and
stuff,
over
yeah,
and over
I
and
think she did,
over.
at least.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like she got back into her and she was young, like 18, 19, 20 years
Love
old,
it.
listening to all these emo bands probably back in the day. And it probably felt nostalgic, probably nostalgic.
Well, like she met you. She thinks.
Oh, yeah.
She thinks you're ridiculous.
I am.
But she's always heard the stuff. She's always heard the music.
Lauren's always been a realist.
Yes. Yes.
But look at it.
A realist.
But look at it this way. At least now she can understand why the writing's that way.
There she is.
You know what I mean? There's reasons why I write the way I write.
She said,
and I think I went in depth of what happened in my life to an degree.
Lauren said that 15-year-old her was having a blast.
That's amazing.
That's great.
Amazing.
I love it. I love it.
So it was an awesome experience. It was tough, but I learned a lot. But man,
well, think about this. This is the first time. I mean, Phil and like just the basic, and Phil, he's producing this album,
right,
as a member, and then being here and doing it himself. He's engineering it, and then he also mixed it.
Right.
Then he mastered the song. He's mastering these songs and mastering the album. Like he's got a lot on his fucking plate.
Right.
I mean, but like, I honestly, I really feel like for me as an artist of growing, letting other people be a part of it, like I'm giving everyone all the opportunities they want to have say. Letting Phil do all this is like he's taking it with open arms. It's why it's one of these the reason why it's so easy to say, hey, you're a part of the band, because it's like his baby just as much as it's mine. He wants this to sound and be amazing.
Right. Honestly, I think, having an open mind and being willing to accept, other people's critiques and or input on your own personal, stuff is a huge thing, because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people cannot allow other people into that personal space, so be able to do that. Yeah, it's great. And I can see and tell, by your excitement in the music and where it's going to and where it's come from, I can see that this is ideal for you, is to have that situation,
Yeah, this is exactly where it should be. And like now it's not, I hope everyone understands it. It's like just the basic is not just me anymore.
Right.
It's like what you're hearing is the other bodies are contributing just as much as I am.
Right.
I just started something.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Besides Adam talking, he ain't contributing shit in this interview.
I'm just letting you roll with it, man. I don't want to cramp your style.
Hey, so me and Phil are going to leave the room for a little while. Let's just ask this guy a few questions. How do you feel about... I got a question. How do you feel about your bass part so far on this new album?
That's probably the most complicated bass lines that I've ever done. Well, I knock them out in 15 minutes.
That's hilarious.
So we have fun. We have fun.
I want to take a minute and say hi to Ira. Ira Blankenship is over there checking in. Hello, Ira. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, and Kevin's just saying good night, and because he's old and it's past his bedtime, and I didn't realize it's almost 10 o'clock. We've been on it for a while.
Well, we had a late start too, right? We got a late start
yes, we did.
by half an hour, but not too shabby.
Kev, thanks for everything. This is your fault.
Yes, it's your fault.
Yeah, and thanks for being here, Kev. I appreciate you hanging out with us.
To get back to this video, I feel like this is what you're gonna get in this video. When you see it, you're gonna see what Just the Basic is all about. The people that contribute to what Just the Basic is, and this is where we're moving forward. And hopefully these, Darren, you guys just stick together and just keep coming out with some awesome ass songs.
Awesome. It's been a lot of fun for me, for sure, to be a part of this, and I enjoy it. And I know that, I have a couple more songs ready to go. Not on my end, but on your end, they're ready to go. I need to, wrap my head around them. And as I said earlier, I would only want to do that once I know I'm giving it, the full, honest, attention that it deserves. So, but yes, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm coming around, and that's not going to be long. You guys just wait. You're going to have some badass drum tracks before long. I'm coming around.
We know. We're not going to be surprised.
No, yeah.
We're going to be excited, but we're not like, this is just what he does.
This is what he does. Like, he's going to take him 15 minutes, and he's going to leave.
Well, I'm not Adam.
No one's Adam.
And if it took me 15 minutes, that's because it took me like days of preparation to get there. So
That's true. That's true.
all right. Well, I can tell you honestly, all I really did was play some drums, show up, drink some beer, eat some pizza, throw up some lights, maybe a backdrop, and silhouette Phil's hair on the wall. And some camera work. Yeah.
And you sang your heart out.
But honestly, I had a lot of fun, and it was a great experience for me as well. And I look at it as another notch in the DC Drums bookshelf, whatever you say there, you know. And so it was a pleasure for me, and I love being involved in this project. And whenever you guys, have that drummer that you guys were talking about that doesn't know he's in the band yet, I'll step aside and be happy to let him take over.
Well, when we do the next promo, you'll see who it is.
All right, let me know when I need to be there.
Yeah, you will.
Awesome. All right. Well, so this song here is called. Let me find it. It's called "Silence Is the Hardest Part." I'm excited I wanted to debut. We were going to debut this song actually on the show. We had talked about it, but the timing and everything didn't quite work out. So
we were so excited to put it
Oh,
out.
we were too excited.
right, and I totally get it. And why wait till now? Yeah, no, and it deserved to be played and deserved to be out there. I'm happy to say that this is the debut of me playing it on the show here. On Bands Across the Water.
I'm happy it's being on here. I'm so stoked it's on.
And from this point forward, I mean, assuming that I have your permission and your blessing, I'm going to add it to my steady rotation of songs and videos that I play during and before the show. So,
yeah, 100%.
Pouring Eric out.
Yeah, please. And then, throw me a $20 donation or two. No big deal.
Hey, buddy, get your own show.
Hey, I will pay it forward on the next drum tracks that you record.
I love it. All right, so let's get to this one. I even wore my Canada shirt, so I would like to.
Yeah, actually, let me talk about this Canada shirt for a second. I stand up with my Michigan shirt. Okay? Well, listen, so I made these shirts, and I made two for my girls. They're exactly the same. And we went to the Detroit Zoo when I made them back before COVID hit. And everyone loved every second of it, that I wore matching shirts with them. I thought it was the cutest thing in the world. It was awesome. But back to the Canada shirt. I love the Canada shirt.
Oh, good.
People ask me, why is that guy wearing a Canada shirt? I go, well, for one, I know you don't hear him. He's from Canada. Let him just have his moments.
Okay.
Right there.
First of all, I want to know who in the hell had a problem with me wearing a Canada shirt in the video. Give me his number. I'm going to go have a visit.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to be sending you a photo really quick. You okay?
Oh, no.
Obviously, he doesn't like hockey. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like curling. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Maple syrup?
No, I think he likes maple syrup on his pancakes.
Tell me it wasn't the bass player. That's all I want to know.
Oh, he was.
No, I love Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Come on, keep it going. How much you know, buddy?
Yeah, you did give us hockey, right?
Jesus.
And Rush.
And Rush, right? Rush is good.
Eric,
bass player.
Eric, you have no idea. Just if the only thing you can come up with is we gave you hockey, then I suggest you do some homework.
I don't even know what America has gave us lately. Okay? So this is not, the History Channel.
What's this? Iris saying over here. Iris says, "Wait a minute. So a free visit if we say we do not like Canada."
So, Dad, you're gonna get people hanging out with you pretty soon.
Start talking about.
Yeah,
Canada,
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna?
We can tell you all about it.
You ain't gonna swear at the people. You ain't gonna hit nobody.
It'll be a stern, polite talk.
Yeah,
I'll be like, listen, I'm really sorry that you got a problem with my shirt in the video.
I can tell. And just make sure you bring me some French fries and some gravy, okay?
Yeah, poutine is the best.
Oh yeah, poutine. That's cheese curds too. There's a whole other. It's not just.
It's a whole other.
Yeah, whole other level. Fries and gravy's one thing, but poutine's a whole other thing.
I like myself some poutine too.
Yeah, poutine.
All right, let's get to this song. I'm excited to share this video on the show, and then it's going to become a steady rotation on the show as well. So this one's called Silence. Silence is the hardest part. This was the first video for you, really, right? For the band?
First live video for us, first really showing what the band is. And then probably just having everyone together is what made it happen. Like actually showing wow, this is an actual real band. It's not just photos.
Right. Yeah. And I was really happy to be a part of it. And I look forward to moving forward with you guys on more of this good stuff. So let's get to this video. This one's called Silence is the Hardest Part. This is Just the Basic, the first ever video that we did. And yours truly with his Canada shirt in the background. Check it out, you guys. Here we go. Do it. Silence is the hardest part. Just the basic, featuring not a lit up lettered Canada shirt.
It would be awesome if it
That
was,
would
right?
be.
Oh my gosh, I love that idea.
I mean, it's fairly prominent in the shot because it's red, so
Yeah, it's true.
it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
That
I
is
just
true.
realized I'm wearing the same shirt I'm wearing now.
Ah, yeah, right. Well, good
Yeah,
tune, guys. All right. Let's see here. We got some comments I want to catch up on. Tim Thompson,
let's-
my buddy
Yeah,
Tim
we-
Thompson. He says, "Love this killer vibe, guys."
Blink 182, yeah.
Yes, Chris Warner. He says Blink 182, and I mean that in a good way. He actually made that comment when I posted the video.
Yeah, that's right.
And I
That's great.
remember,
we like that comment.
and
The
I
band-
liked it. Yeah. And I says, I think that's exactly kind of what Eric, when he talked about this, you were talking about a Blink 182 early 2000 punk vibe to this song. And it's,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
mean,
it's definitely,
It's very funny. It's not because we're both necessarily influenced by Blink-182 in any major way.
no.
It's just like he has an emo, screamo kind of background, and then I'm very grungy and like melodic in a way, and it just happens to come out.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the guitars are still sore. Like it's nice when you hear the music change now from what now you're getting
Right.
two different guitar players' perspectives, and we still keep ourselves pretty distant on what we play. We kind of follow. We got the little leads going. We got little transitions going. Like we like to.
but you're not stepping on each other's toes.
No. And then like, and I feel like in this one the vocals really came up and risen.
Yeah.
Risen.
I really enjoyed singing some of the backup vocals on this because I don't think there was really too many harmonies on it at one point, and then I started hearing some harmonies. I'm like, oh man, that'd be a great spot for this, a great spot for that, So let's see, Stephanie, she says that was a great song, and
Thanks,
Thank you.
and
Ira. Thank you, Ira.
and apparently she likes my curls.
Well, I mean, I want to know like the countdown of how many times you got your hair wet for
that video shoot.
It was I think every take he went over to the sink. I don't mean to call you out on
No.
this, Darren.
Let's put it this way.
Every time he would go to the sink, wet his hair down, do like the David Hasselhoff thing off when you got Baywatch, and then go play drums.
I would even do it. I would even do it in slow motion too. I'd be all like,
it was like maybe it's Maybelline or Tresemme.
That should have been the video, right?
Just Darren getting himself soaking wet
The
inside.
whole song.
In slow motion.
It was the sink downstairs between the washer and dryer.
Yeah,
oh my
You
god.
were telling the guys just getting down on it. It was awesome. It reminded me of Fabio. You had a Fabio vibe going. All you had to do was lift up some of those weights and do some curls. Jesus.
I think it's fair to say that I probably wet my hair more during that video shoot than Adam has in the count going in his sentences in the chat.
Probably.
Well, it's because I mean, it's a crazy mop. Otherwise, it's just a crazy.
Oh, I
like,
get it. It was, and after a few songs, it gets frizzy, and like I was just sweating.
I don't
my ass
sit
off.
still. I usually
don't-
kind of moving, so it gets a little natty.
Don't understand why. I'm like, oh, it's a good idea. Let's wear a fucking flannel and bounce around and sing for 9 hours.
Chris has Adam count up to 15 right now, so that's pretty good. I don't know
It's
if
good.
did I wet
15.
my hair that much? I don't think 15 times. I think he might.
I don't. It had to be at least between 6 and 12.
I think that's pretty fair.
I mean, we're just gonna go with 11. 11 sounds right.
All right, we'll go with that. I'm down with that. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a great experience, I think, for all of us, and the result is really cool. One thing I wanted to mention about that was Phil and I were talking about the video a little bit, and he knows that I've been working on different. I played that Foreigner video earlier, and I've been doing like some lyric videos and different things. I've been really trying to get myself into doing more more video work. And what's funny about that is he was mentioning how he kind of ran out of where to go, so he sent it to Lauren, and Lauren kind of put some more flair on the video, and it was great. And when we were talking about it, it's funny. I was mentioning to Phil that I've gathered up all this old VHS footage that as Ace's Wild material from days gone by, and I'm using some of those clips in the making of some of the videos that I'm putting together for content for the show that I'm going to have them on in May. And what's funny about that is, a lot of that content being that it's a VHS, and I'm not kidding, like there was some dude back then with a camcorder on his shoulder, like recording to a VHS tape, basically.
Stuff that, like break your back.
Yeah, but what's great about that is like that's raw old VHS footage, Phil was saying, what's funny is I sent all that over the new video over to Lauren, and what we wanted her to do was to put this old VHS footage style effects on it and kind of dirtied it up a little bit, right? And I'm thinking, and all I could think is, man, if I could only clean this footage up a little bit, because it's. But it's great, and I had a lot of fun. It was. It was so much fun. I had a great time doing that video with you guys, and I'm excited to move forward and do more songs with the band. And I'm honored to even be considered to be, asked to be in a steady position, as part of the team and creating music with you guys. So, it's a lot of things to consider. I'm flattered. I love the idea. I love the music. I'm enjoying myself, and I certainly do look forward to moving forward and working with you guys, and at least in this capacity for the moment. But who knows what the future holds day by day. So,
no matter what, I think at the end of the day, whenever this finally gets finished and packaged and put out, it's going to be something that anybody involved is going to be proud of to be a part of.
I agree.
I agree
I
too.
can already tell.
I
I can
agree.
already tell. I'm working on other projects right now as a producer, engineer, dude who shows up, stuff, where I already can tell too. And this is just one of the many things we've got coming along this coming year.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for all of that stuff.
Right.
I gotta keep watching the show.
Yeah.
to figure all that out.
Right.
So
I love
yeah,
it.
man.
Okay, so the last thing I kind of want to touch base before we wrap it up tonight, and everybody stick around because I'm going to be playing that West Nile lyric video that these guys were talking about a little earlier. I'm going to play that, and I also have a couple other things I want to talk about that I'm excited to share with you guys. So let's talk right now about how do we find all things Just the Basic. I've had your justthebasic.bandcamp.com site up there where they can find your music on Bandcamp. I have your Facebook and your Twitch, your Facebook and your Instagram at Just the Basic Music, and then I have your Twitter at JTB_band. But let's tell everybody how we find anything else and where we can get your music and how to find it, buy it, all that good stuff.
You can get it from anywhere. Just
iTunes, Spotify,
or Pandora, doesn't matter.
Google.
You can Google. You can go to
YouTube.
You can go to Amazon and buy it from there. I mean, all of our songs are on YouTube. I feel like YouTube's the easiest way to get most of the material.
I agree. How do we get them to buy your music? I want them to be able to support you.
Amazon.
Amazon.com.
Yep.
Just type in Just the Basic and you type in the album that you want, and it pops right up. That's about $4. Or if you want to buy it, you can get it from Bandcamp. It has the same it's the same barcode. It's the same price, $4. You can buy both albums, and it all goes to a good cause.
Awesome,
Right?
awesome.
Silence is the hardest part. Is exclusively on YouTube.
Yes, that new song is exclusively on YouTube. We did not put it on anywhere else. A couple reasons why. One, we did not want to reveal the album cover.
Yeah,
Right.
We're not ready yet.
We didn't want to reveal the album name. We didn't want to put it out because we just want to make sure that our albums come out the right way.
It's because we didn't know what it was yet.
Yeah, we didn't know. We weren't ready.
Stop the go-kart.
But
Stop the go-kart.
and we're also on SoundCloud, but it's all the same stuff. Like the easiest thing is just go Google our name, Google the album titles. We know that everything's right there. You can go on any place that you buy music from. You can get it. Just
All right.
We don't have just no physical copies. We do not do physical copies. Everything is now done with streaming and everything's on the internet. So
Right. It's all digital stuff now.
yep, digital. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, follow us on the Facebook, follow us on the Twitter, and follow us on Instagram.
I'm trying to push him to bring back the weird stuffed animal posts. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
but those are you get everything from there. Everything that's it's on those three main social medias is gonna be our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Instagram. So if you follow those, you can get all the content.
Can I make a suggestion?
What's up?
The shirt that you're wearing.
Yeah.
You should turn that into some Just the Basic merch and put like Just the Basic across the back or
That's the
something.
funny thing that you say that. We are doing merch now. I'm already setting up. We're gonna do $20 a t-shirt. I wish I had the shirt with me. All you gotta do is pre-order. We can ship anywhere when it comes to United States. It's a little bit more when you have to ship it across the seas. But they're $20 a t-shirt. If you get in and you won't mind waiting, I can do any color t-shirt that you want. But if not, usually they're going to come in black or red.
All right.
We have the normal, Just the Basic logo that we have. And we have another one that's the side Just the Basic with the state of Michigan on the side.
Awesome. And where do we find that stuff? How can we find that to order it from you?
You got to just DM us. DM us on all social medias. And then as soon as I actually do a photo shoot,
I'll make the post, and you'll be able to see what the T-shirt looks like on somebody, and you can just go from there.
All
right.
in development, folks.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it sounds like the best thing for everybody to do is kind of start following you guys on the socials,
Yep.
and that way they
Follow
can
us on
see when
everything.
stuff comes
Follow
up.
us on YouTube. Get us on Spotify. You know, I mean, you can listen to our music for free. It's not a big deal. You just share
Sure.
it with everybody. Get more. We don't, you know, I'm not worried about album sales. I'm worried about just people hearing what we have to offer.
Perfect.
If you can do that and share it, by all means, thank you. That's probably the best thing that we talked about. Word of mouth is the best way to go. It's all about word of mouth.
Right. Yeah. At this point right now, it's just just trying to get your music out there to people, and you hope that some people gravitate to it and enjoy it along the way for sure.
Oh, and you can also go to our label's website. From the Depths Entertainment, we are in the roster. You can look us up in there. They have all of our bio. They have all of our songs on Spotify right there. They have the music video up. So, go check them out too. It's from the depthsentertainment.com.
From the depthsentertainment.com. And I think that was where I saw the interview was posted as well, was on that website. So
we actually got a few interviews on there just about random stuff. If you want to learn more about us. But I think if you guys watched us today, you learned a lot about just the basic, a lot about me as a man.
That's great though, man. It's great.
Yeah. And why I wear a pink t-shirt.
For your daughters.
That's right.
I love it, dude. That's great. Well,
that's true. When he's not doing one more thing.
Yeah.
When he's not doing the music thing, he lives for those two kids.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I do. That's what I work for. That's my purpose in life now.
Well, great, man. I'm happy that this has happened. I know it's unfortunate, some of the circumstances that have led you to this, but in the end, you've gained some amazing couple of fans, first of all, and a couple of children, more importantly. And I don't think that you could really ask for anything better than all of that coming from something so, not so good,
Yeah.
But kudos to you, Eric, for, starting all of this and following your heart and believing in your music and believing in what you're doing. And kudos to the rest of you guys for, sticking in, for putting into this, all that you have and all that you can. I think it says a lot about each one of you individually and as a group. It shows that you guys are dedicated to this, and it's really it shows it's reflecting in the music, it's reflecting in the quality of the songs, and it's reflecting in the relationship that while I'll drag myself into this, it's reflecting in the relationship that we have as a group together.
Yes,
the four of us has come what Just the Basic was 4 years ago to where it is today is come a long way in my opinion, and it shows in a lot of different ways. So keep up the good work. I had a great time having you guys on the show. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did.
Appreciate you having us. Man.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. This is what we wanted. I'm glad that we were able to put the music video out on this. I know it's a couple weeks late, but no big deal, and we're honored that you're going to put it in rotation.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. I was happy to be a part of it. I'm honored to be, involved in the music, and I look forward to a lot more. A full album coming up.
Yeah, look out for more.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you shortly once I wrap up the show, won't I?
Yeah, we're so far away.
Awesome. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Just the Basic, ladies and gentlemen. Just the Basic tonight. Great show. I had a lot of fun. I don't think anyone can hear. They're talking in my ear, but no one can hear them anymore. So they're gone now. Now they can just mute. They can just mute their mic because now they're just distracting. Anyway, you guys, it was great to have Just the Basic on the show tonight. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know I sure did. Let's see. We had Eric, we had Phil, and we had Adam from the band, and of course yours truly on the drums with the last song, and actually a couple of the songs tonight with the band. So I have a lot of fun with these guys. I'm going to do one more thing. I want to remind you about next week. Don't forget, it's going to be a fun show. I'm excited. Johnny D from the band Doro is going to be with me. He also played, you guys remember Brittany Fox? I'm sure you remember the band Brittany Fox. He was also the drummer in Brittany Fox. All right. He's going to be on the show next week. He's checking in from Germany. So I'm going across the Atlantic, not just across the water, across the Detroit River. I'm going across the Atlantic next week to Germany in my brand new big boat. I got a new big boat from all the donations you guys have been giving me. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to Germany next week. So, there's a 6-hour time zone difference between him and I. So we're going to push it a little earlier. We're going to start the show at 5 instead of at 7. So 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, Sunday. I hope you guys can join me. I know it's a little bit earlier, but I'm really excited to have him on the show. It's going to be a great one. So check it out. Let me cue this video up. Check it out next week.
Raise your fist in the air! Hey, hey, hey! I feel it in the air, feeling silent, so I bet where you want to instead of it. No more will ever take, like a sweat begins to shake. Gotta kill the beast. Fight while you're alive. I love you guys. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist. Raise your hands up higher. Hands up high. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist. We are out of the fire. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Next week.
Raise your fist.
Hold on. Where did I go?
Raise your fist. We are out.
That's right. Next week, Dora will be on the show. That's right. This is like Thing. Thing says it was a good show. Thing brought me a beer earlier. That's right. Stephanie, thank you so much. Fun show. You have a wonderful night as well. Tim, great band. Indeed, I agree. Ira, thank you guys for being here. Chris Warner, Adam's final count. We have an Adam final count, 16-ish. Great guys. Thank you, Just the Basic. Love the band. Thank you, Mr. Chris Warner, for tuning in, for being here. I appreciate it. Where's the beer for the rest of us, he says. Well, I guess you'd have to be here, wouldn't you? Sandra, thank you so much. As always, I appreciate your support. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Please remember to like my Facebook page. Please remember to give me rabbit ears at every possible moment that you get. Please remember, Stephanie says, good night, Phil. Cousin it thing hand over here says good night. And so remember to find me on Facebook, Darren Curtis Drums. All right. And my YouTube channel, subscribe over there. Twitch.tv/Darren Curtis Drums as well. Follow me on Twitch. Remember videos, drums, any of that stuff. I have a lot to offer for anyone that is interested. So look me up, Darren Curtis Drums. This is my cheap pitch of sales, need work, looking for drummer for hire, etc., etc. Somebody told me I should probably say more things like this. And don't forget, you can also donate and support the show to PayPal. That's paypal.me/Darren Curtis. Or, of course, if you're in Canada, you can do e-transfer for donations to my email address at darren_curtis@hotmail.com. Hotmail.com. That's the Canadian way of saying it. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I, of course, I appreciate all of your support on a regular basis, weekly on the show. It's really awesome to have you guys. I hope you understand that. I love what I'm doing here, and I love the support that I get from you guys. So thank you all for being here. I told you guys I was going to leave the show with the video that I produced. So I already showed the Foreigner video a little earlier. So what I want to do is I want to show this West Nile song. And in case you don't know, West Nile is Kevin Wesley Williams, right? West Nile. He's the West in the West Nile. And his buddy Dave. This is a band that they had for years. We LC Banks, basically Phil, Kevin, Johnny, Jen, Aaron, and myself, we all came in and we recorded the music to this song. And then they didn't know it, but as a little surprise, just a little love, I mentioned earlier, I like to do things for people that I care about, who care about me. This was a little gift that I kind of made for them. It was just a little lyric video. But I want you guys to know that this is something that I could also do for your band. So if you have anything that, like, you know someone or any of that kind of stuff, please look me up. I would love to work with you. Okay. And that being said, I'm going to play the video now. And Cousin Thing It, why do I call him Cousin It? It's like Thing, right? Thing over here is going to keep saying, he's going to say peace, good night. Peace, good night. I have 3 hands. This should be hands across the water again. All right, you guys. So here it is. This is West Nile. This is the lyric video called Last Bullet. check it out. I hope you guys enjoy it. Great song. I had a lot of fun in doing the video and the music to the song. So check it out. And then we're going to wrap it up with, of course, my fun little outro by the end of it. All right? The hair. Biddle-doo, biddle-doo, biddle-doo.
I close my eyes like any other day. Felt your smile sweep across my face. I hear you laugh as you keep me company. All around this room is the smell of us, the memories hiding in these walls. Can you feel my touch as I keep you company? You have to leave me here. Oh God, can you hear me? Please tell me this ain't real. You left a note on the bed in blood that my soul is melting inside of me, a perfect storm of emotion. Inside these arms are what's left of my family. Did you have to leave me? Did you have to leave me? Tell me this ain't real. You left a note on the bed of blood that red.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yeah!